Oh, yeah! Welcome to episode 261 of Open Your Toys Cast, the podcast dedicated to the four greatest action figure franchises of the 80s in all time, and those are badass.
G.I. Joe, Transformers, Star Wars, and Masters of the Universe.
And you wouldn't know it. Oh, I'll move these show notes here in a second, but you wouldn't know it because. Oh, wrong zooming there. That's the one I want to zoom. By the amount of third-party news, which are not not part of the forefront. There's just been so much. We've been gone 3 weeks because of the Super Football game, and but yeah, there's tons of other stuff besides the four franchises to talk about as well. So. How do I stop my screen sharing? There we go. All right. But if you want to kick it with us, we want you to do it here every other weekend, unless I have something I want to do more than the show. Because everybody else was willing to record last weekend, but like I was telling them, it is the one sporting event I can make my wife, and now I made my daughter sit down and watch it. Oh my God, at least Jessica appreciates the commercials. Like Mackenzie just hated the whole thing. 4 hours of complaining.
Well, being that you guys live in Denver, but I know you're a Saints fan, were you rooting for the Chiefs or the Eagles?
I was rooting for the Eagles. So were a lot of Denverites because they hate the Chiefs.
Yeah, but the local rival.
Yeah, exactly. But I was doing it because Lil Miss McFavorite's godfather is from Kansas City, and he's like die-hard Chiefs fan. So I was more rooting against him just to be able to talk shit to him during the game. So,
well, the funny thing about the Super Bowl, my mom lives in Pennsylvania. Before the Super Bowl, they already gave the kids a delayed opening the following day.
Oh,
so they must have really thought that the Eagles were going to win. I was in Pennsylvania for a few days during the week. They fucking rioted. Well, I wouldn't say rioted, but boy, they did some destruction in the city, even though they didn't win.
Yeah.
They showed the police were out there with like these long
greasing the poles.
Yeah. Really? That's fucked up.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, then me neither.
I saw this guy's car who got overturned, and they just destroyed his car. And he was an old black man who lived by Temple University.
Mm-hmm.
And then they raised like $13,000 in a day or two to get this guy another car.
That's dope.
So at least that was good. But yeah, my mom's like, I'm glad they fucking lost. I hate these people. All they do is talk about the Phillies and the Eagles. I hate them both.
That's awesome. Yeah, if I mean, kids here got the day off from school when the Broncos won the Super Bowl the last time. Like, yeah,
that's a thing. You guys like take days off for that shit?
Yeah, when they do the parade. Yeah, all the public schools except for one suburb, and everybody was like, "Oh, what a fucking pussy suburb." All right. Let's see. What were we talking about? Oh, kicking it with us. Yeah, like we're doing right now. That's what we want you to do. We got a Cowabunga dude in the house. What's up? Brinkalizer. Brink is saying they trashed that car before the game even started.
Oh, I was wrong then.
Phillies fans can be the worst sometimes.
Well, there's an old Bill Burr bit. He was doing an outdoor comedy show, Opie and Anthony's Virus Tour, and they started booing Bill Burr as soon as he got on stage. And he's like, "Yeah, you guys stink. This whole town stinks. You guys
one of the
boo
greatest
Santa
stand-up
Claus."
sets ever.
Yeah,
where he's just fucking railing on the audience.
Yeah, I got 8 more minutes left, and he keeps going. Like, I got 5 more minutes left. Keep on. Yeah,
it's awesome. You can find
they like booed the entire time, and he just talked over them.
Yes, and he
just talked shit to them about them. Like it's awesome.
Yeah.
I got to go look that up. Maybe I'll save that to once I get my Bill Burr figure, and I'll open the figure up while I watch that set. That's been my thing. I've been trying to open things up based on themes. So If you can't kick it with us, join the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/openyourtoys. We've got a nice, it's getting really active. It's kind of the same people, but it's nice and it's non-offensive. Fucking, oh my God. Every time I do these show notes and I look at the news article, I read the news article, and then I go down and I read the first 5 to 6 comments on the fan sites, and I'm just like, Jesus, what? Unless you're that toxic, why would you ever want to be in that toxic of a environment, But oh well. If you just want to know when new shows come out, facebook.com/openyourtoyscast. See everything we're talking about if you're not watching the YouTube, or to get links if you want to buy something. You can go to openyourtoys.com. At the top of the page, there's show notes, links to subscribe through Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, RSS, Stitcher Smart Radio. Email us. You can leave a voicemail. I'm not even going to say them anymore. They're in the show notes. I will say this, support the show, go to Amazon, or go to openyourtoys.com/Amazon or openyourtoys.com/eBay and buy some shit. Rock, where can people find you?
You can find me on the group. You can find me on eBay at RockDM. I've been adding some new stuff because when I die, I don't want my family sending the junk man to grab all my stuff and throw it out. So you can come and look and see what I'm putting up, because if it's not on display, it's going up. So
yeah. My storage space is not just toys. We are hoarders also. Like my garage is half toys and half of it's shit that we have never thrown away or sold for $10, or something like that. It's just, we hardly ever throw anything away, which I guess is kind of good. We're not putting anything in the landfill.
That's what, before the show we were talking about, but that's what I just dealt with my father, how, my dad had a console TV that he threw out, and then he had 7 computers. He never threw out a computer, and then every time he got a new set of speakers, they went in the old box. So now, every time something got upgraded, it just got placed in the old box.
Oh, that's crazy.
I did get a nice brand new Toshiba DVD VCR combo though.
Ooh,
so
those are hard to come by.
Yeah.
Those are like expensive nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, there were so many VCRs down there. I didn't know what to do. I was going to open up a Crazy Eddie's, but I didn't really feel like bringing all the shit back to New York with me. But yeah, you can find me. I've been adding a little bit more sports memorabilia, some other stuff that I got from my dad that we didn't throw out that was actually worth a little something. So sold a bunch of 80s records today, which I can't believe how little those are worth.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Michael Jackson, with Thriller, Prince, Purple Rain. You think they're worthless? I got offered $1 a record.
Well, in all fairness, every single person who lived in the United States in 1984 had a copy of Thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I found out. Born in the USA, all these like classic
heavy hitter.
Yeah, so
it's like that Wayne's World joke. If you lived in the suburbs, you were issued a copy of Frampton Comes Alive.
But yeah, check out my eBay store, and that's pretty much everything.
Yeah, Thriller was my second album. My first was Juice Newton, man. I love me some Juice Newton.
My first was Duran Duran, 7 Eyes and a Lonely Tiger or something like that. It had the Reflex, New Moon on Monday.
Mine was a cassette of Slippery When Wet by Bon Jovi. The cassette.
Oh, nice.
And I think I got that the same day. I also got Genesis Invisible Touch.
Wow.
Mine was Twisted Sister, Staying Hungry.
Nice.
And then the second, of course, Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Wow.
To give myself a little bit more cred, so those were my albums I had when I was like 6 years old. Those are albums my mom bought me, and they were albums. They were actually LPs, and the first ones I bought with my own money were flea market knockoff versions of Beastie Boys' License to Ill, LL Cool J's Radio, and Lisa and Colt Jam. So.
Wow.
To make me a little bit cooler than Juice Newton. Cliff, where can people find you, sir?
You can find me in the group posting as Red Menace, but most of my stuff is on Instagram as Associate of Horror. And sometimes I put up TikToks under that same name as well.
God, I forgot about... Oh, here. I need to go at because I forgot from the last time to go get on TikTok. I think I have a profile, but I want to go friend you because I would like to learn more about it since my daughter's on it literally fucking 24/7.
It's Chinese spyware, that app. I won't do TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, it is, but I'm like I guess in a distant dystopian future, China could do something horrible with my daughter doing awful makeup and dance tutorials, but TikTok Red Minutes. All right. Badass, what about you?
Here on the show or posting in the group?
Yeah, I haven't seen you post in a long time. You need to get on.
Yeah,
there,
dude, Shane has taken over liking all my posts, Roger.
Really?
or Roger, I don't know where you went.
Goddamn work.
Yeah, we got JB got the Thunder Tank, so we got some pictures of that. I meant to ask him if he had any pets. Like, can you take a picture of this with a pet? I just want to see how big it really is. KJ Smith in the house. Welcome, brother. And then for Rock, we did you first, right? Have we done everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. And so me at open or at Slick McFavorite on the gram or facebook.com/openyourtoys will get you to my toy stuff. All right. Anybody drinking anything fun?
No.
I got some Amish soda.
Fridge water.
Palm Bay. Nice. All right. What's your Amish soda say on it? Does it have a descriptor?
Kutztown birch beer with pure cane
nice.
sugar. Say now, no one can resist the smell of Kutztown birch beer, Pennsylvania's finest. Share a frosty mug with your special someone and just watch them fall in love. Drink to your health. How can you drink soda to your health, bud? Damn delicious, I tell you that much.
Yeah, drink to your health because it'll be ending soon if you keep drinking this. I'm drinking something I've drank before, and I remember it being crappy, and this is absolutely amazing this time. So it's the official Arnold Palmer half and half fucking spiked real juice select teas, contains 5% alcohol, and I think that's it. I don't think they
Oh, it's made by Arizona.
Yeah.
That's the
I
best
just
iced tea
noticed that.
around.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't say that, but I love that they're super cheap.
Didn't you have that before?
Oh, dude, I survived for 2 years off a 99-cent lemon iced tea.
Dude, yeah.
Really?
No, I like them, but I like a more refined tea if I do.
Well, now
so
it's
myself.
I can't drink a sweet tea at all. Like, it
Oh,
has to
yeah.
be- it
Well,
has to
and
be
I-
unsweetened.
Yeah, and I would say that's, I grew up, my mom drank sun tea my entire childhood, and the only way I could drink it was, like a half a cup of sugar in it or something, and but now I'm old, like I like unsweetened tea. Like I'll get flavored teas like peach or something, but I can't just drink a sweet tea.
Oh my god, it's killer. A Lipton Brisk might stop my heart.
Yeah.
Do you guys have, like, when you go to a deli that they have like the no-name brand, it's iced tea that's in like a milk jug, or it's iced tea in like a milk carton? They're like super cheap, but they're really good, but they're garbage basically. But
The
very
only
sugary.
the only thing we have is we have Milo's, which it says it's like the number one Southern tea. They have those at Walmart in like gallons like that, where it's a super generic logo on a thing. But that's about it. So you guys get all the cool like bodega style stuff, not being that far from
Yeah, like
the city.
I mean, literally went to Pennsylvania. I'm like, I'm looking for a deli to get like a bacon, egg, and cheese, and I'm like, there is no place to get breakfast. Like every Dunkin' Donuts has a line out, like around the drive-thru into the road, and I just go to a diner. And let me tell you, I went to a diner. I got a 3-egg. It was a cheese omelet made with 3 eggs, home fries that they ladled onions and peppers on it, and toast. It was $7.99.
Oh my God! In Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh.
cheap, man.
Yeah.
I looked,
Dude.
and I ate half of it, and I was stuffed. It was, and the hash browns there was different. They made it like a scalloped potato.
Ooh.
Like in New York, they do the home fries or hash browns, like kind of like chunky style potatoes that are fried on the griddle.
That's the
with
best.
the onions.
like cubed, kind
not
of
cubed,
like
so
small
not cubed, but like they're kind
Just
of
like
like
roughly cut.
yeah, they're roughly cut.
Oh, okay.
And they're like onions and peppers will be diced in, and they have like a little paprika, salt, pepper.
Ooh, God damn.
But these were like a scalloped potato. It was nice. But you know what everybody goes there? They go to like Wawa or they go to Turkey Hill. All the gas stations have like convenience stores.
That's
Sheetz.
crazy.
Brink probably knows all these places because he's in Delaware, so they have the similar kind of stores over there. But yeah, it's not like I'm used to going into a deli. You go get a buttered roll or you get a
Well, and
bagel
that's
or
the
something.
crazy thing here in Colorado. Like, I don't go. I could, there are craft stores here, but for the most part, everything is supermarkets here. Like there's no fucking butcher, at least that I know of, within 2 or 3 miles of me. Now again, there are shops that are butchers or a deli or a bakery. They're random, but they're few and far in between compared to supermarkets and convenience stores and all that kind of shit. And our convenience stores don't sell anything that doesn't come out of a package.
Yeah, Brock, you're lucky, man.
If you can't air fry it or put it in like a pizza oven or put it on rollers, like you can't find that anywhere here.
That's why I
You
love
have to-
Wawa. Wawa's like my favorite place on earth. It's like you go in there, they have these touch screens, and they have all these different sandwiches you can get, and then you can customize them. Then they have like a Starbucks basically in there too. You can get any kind of coffee. Then they have like an insane selection of like pastries and donuts and cake and everything you could think
And
of.
this is just a convenience store?
And it's a gas station.
What?
Yeah, that's
It's a
crazy.
gas station. Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
They have these breakfast things called a sizzly. Oh my God. It's like, they don't have them in New York. They only have them in like PA and I think Jersey.
Nice.
But it's like my favorite place in the world. Like every time I hit the road, I got to get one of their like meatball subs. But it's yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just different because we're very densely populated here. But delis are like, I mean, shit. Every which direction is a different deli where you get your cold cuts and lunch sandwiches during the. They're only open till maybe like 4 o'clock, but it's a breakfast through lunch thing.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the things love. I watched so many police procedurals and all that kind of shit. I love like the street life of New York. And and like the breakfast sandwich or like I didn't realize like you say, every other block has a place you can get a breakfast sandwich, and it's made fucking fresh there. It's not something they
made to order.
microwave or something. Yeah, that's shit's crazy. All right.
Cliff's getting angry. He's already like, I can't eat for 3 more days.
Bullshit.
Stupid
I can't eat
300.
at all with these Invisaligns in. Shit.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're sounding
Brink
fine.
agrees about the Wawa.
Oh, yeah, I can't even feel them.
Brink says, I miss the local delis. I'd go back when I lived in Jersey. By me, there may be a couple, but it's mainly Wawa to use for the grab-and-go food. So that's dope. Sorry, I cut you off, Cliff. So if people didn't know, Cliff, or do you want to save it for what we got? That might be a good...
We're not going to be presenting my Invisaligns.
No, and I've never noticed you had bad teeth. We know that you've had teeth issues in the past due to past habits, but so this is just something to make you feel better about yourself, or
Yeah, the 2 teeth that are next to your 2 front teeth, they're starting to slip behind my 2 front teeth.
Oh, okay.
So I asked for Invisalign. I asked them for Invisalign.
Yeah. No, I'd agree with that. Like,
$4
I'm
grand,
not worried.
by the way. $4 grand.
Oh my God. Now, did you save up or did you put that like on what are those, the tax-free savings accounts or whatever? Like,
Well, I have a savings account, so
flex
no, I put it on
spending?
my Amazon Visa.
Oh,
And then once I got
So
the
you'll get
rewards, I paid it
2%
off.
back.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it. All right, let's get into so we called AAA out, and now he sent in 4 different listener feedback questions. So we're gonna spread them out over shows. We're gonna do back-to-back shows to get back onto schedule, because some of us do kind of plan our life around when the show is. So we'll have another show.
Let's prove us wrong. So.
I do. I plan my life.
They do. I don't. You know. But to my defense, I keep telling them, you can do a show without me. I would love to watch an Open Your Toys cast that I'm not part of, because I will never watch these when I'm on them.
Yeah, neither will I. I don't even subscribe anymore.
Exactly. But so we'll spread this out. His first one, and this is probably my favorite out of all the ones he sent. He said, if you were an action figure, what 2 accessories would you come with and why? So I'll go and maybe I'll set a tone, and you can follow this or not. But so I look at this from 2 different angles. One, if I was a Jason Spiller action figure, what would I come with? And one, if I was a Slick McFavorite action figure, what would I come with? So Jason Spiller is like real life. So real life, I would come with a laptop and a small bottle of vodka. So that would be what Jason Spiller would come with. And then Slick McFavorite. Now this one's the tough one, because this is what you like what would make you a cool action figure, right? That a kid that would want to buy you. And for that, I've got to go with nunchucks that have mace balls at the end of them. So it's kind of like a mace and nunchucks together. Now, I don't know how you would not kill yourself, but that's not the question here. Yeah, exactly. I'm as badass as Snake Eyes. So that's one of them. And I think maybe just because I've had these toys sitting in front of me for so long, the other one is a mortar, the fucking mortar launcher. And you've got to have at least one mortar with it. So I wouldn't consider those 2 separate accessories. But how baller is that? You sit back launching shit, and then if you got a melee, you got shit that's going to take somebody out.
And you with it. Skull yourself.
Slick McFavorite will never be taken out by his own weapon. So that's kind of how I approached it. You do not have to approach it that way, but I thought it was kind of interesting to take the real life versus badass.
Well, there are multitudes of Cliff figures. Yes. And there are multitudes of accessories I made to go with those Cliff figures.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that. We see the figures usually by themselves.
So my mom got a Cliff figure that came with a carton of Marlboro Reds and the Narcotics Anonymous basic text.
Ooh, I like that. The 12-step book.
There's one Cliff figure that came with a full-size Clean Time Anniversary pendant, kind of like Power of the Force. Came with its own gold coin. Some Cliff figures came. I sculpted cigarettes in between their fingers.
Nice.
But a Cliff figure would come with probably a little bottle of Pure Leaf iced tea. Because I am, if I am out of the house, well, until recently when I can't drink anything but water, I'm constantly have a bottle of Pure Leaf with me, and probably either a laptop or something like a Dremel, something I use all the time.
Just something in your customizing. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's dope. I love it. Rocker Badass. Anybody else? Do you like my wife and want to be last whenever we're ordering at a restaurant? So she's forced to make a decision at the end.
See, I figure my figure would kind of be like a wrestling figure. It would be limited with accessories, but it would have multiple hands and heads. So
Okay.
the one accessory would be a coffee cup because I'm drinking coffee constantly, and I would definitely come with a alternate head. Would be the screaming head because I'm always yelling at people, and I would come with alternate hands because you get the middle finger hand, you get the Bafangul arm hand, and then you get this hand. You have to have multiple hands to give you this. I jumped out of my car yesterday and went after somebody. Me and the family, I was taking my son to he was going to meet two girls at a bowling alley. And the road by my house, it's 3 lanes going straight, 2 lanes making a left, and 1 making a right. I'm in the straight lane of the 3 straight lanes. Guy in front of me, the traffic lights, texting. Honk the horn, go to the next red light. He's texting. Light goes green. I honk the horn. He gives me the finger. Pull up to the next red light. I cut him off. He's in the left turning lane. I block 2 lanes of traffic. I jump out of the car, and I'm like, "You're giving me." I just start screaming at the guy. Now the light turns. My wife's yelling at me. I get back in the car and we drive straight. And they're like, "What the hell was that about?" I go, "Have you heard fuck around and find out?" This guy was fucking around and he was about to find out. I go, because you could be a tough guy on the road and give people the middle finger until somebody's going to get out of the car and break that middle finger and stick up your ass. And I was in no mood yesterday. I've been in a bad mood since I came back from Pennsylvania. So my action figure comes with multiple Italian expression hands.
And a garbage bag and some lye.
That's a
Oh my
figure.
God.
That's
I can't.
$5.
I can't wait for you to meet Mrs. McFavorite. You two are just going to be the best friends you've ever
But it's like, come
known.
on, it's a red fucking light. Do you really need to check your phone and start sending, and then give me the finger because you're not done sending your text?
Dude, that
It's
is the worst thing in the world is the people that are being assholes and get called on it, and then they fucking make you try to be the asshole. Like, give me a fucking break. You're the one in the wrong here, you know?
Yeah. So that's what my finger comes with. It might come with a baseball bat too, probably. I mean, I do have a baton in my car. One of those police batons. They're illegal in New York, but I got it from my dad.
Well,
That
so
thing
you
will
say,
fuck you up.
yeah, those telescoping
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got that in my armrest.
So you say coffee cup. Now, what are we going with? Traditional
16
ceramic or
No, 16
tumbler?
ounce, like a 7-Eleven cup, Starbucks kind of cup.
All right,
something
I
that.
like it. I like it.
Because with one hand he could be doing this, and the other hand doing this at the same time.
Bafangu. All right, badass. What about you, brother?
I would be in my city uniform, which makes me look like a homeless person 90% of the time. I would have the hand accessory of this, because I pretty much do that all the time at my work. And then I'd have my Leatherman that I have strapped to my side, which is what I have for my multi-tool to fix things on the go.
Ah, nice. I like it. I like it. Now, you're not one of those dads that has multiple accessories on your belt. I can get down with one.
Dude,
Yeah, the
I'm like
phone
fucking,
holder.
Yeah, no.
Oh, thank God.
No.
I was afraid, Rock, he was
I
going to
have the
say,
Otterbox,
oh,
the
besides my
Otterbox
phone?
holder."
No, I don't have any of them.
I have pockets, so I'm good.
Okay. So somebody must have mentioned 4,000, and I've already forgotten. Brink says 4Gs.
How much?
That's like,
How much Cliff's visible?
Oh, my
Invisalign. Oh, that's right. But just think having to store 8 Thunder Tanks. All you gotta. So these 4Gs, and then we'll stop this conversation. 4Gs. How many years, or is that just one? Because their thing is it goes quicker than braces, right?
They're expecting between 6 and 7 months.
Okay,
At least 10 trays.
that's what I was
But
going to
that
ask.
means-
How
but
many
you know what that
trays
means,
is
actually?
it?
That means Cliff's teeth are actually very good because it could be years if your teeth are really messed up. So that means Cliff's teeth are very, very fairly straight. Then it's just a very small thing. Because my sister has them
Crazy.
for a couple of years because she's trying to close a little gap between her teeth, like Madonna.
You get a new one every 2 weeks.
Oh, that's crazy. Huh.
And then you go in every 8 weeks so he can check the progress.
Hell yeah. That's
So the
dope.
$4
I don't
grand
have that many teeth left. Most of my molars have been removed due to my choices in my past.
So the
Well,
$4,000 is you all in? That's everything?
That's everything.
Okay.
That's not bad.
And my dental
And
insurance, it doesn't cover any orthodontics for anyone over the age of 19.
Oh, I was going to say because you're an adult.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
Sucks.
It cost me
Fucking
$5,000 to get my
assholes.
braces done like when I was 25 or 27.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to
my
get a
God.
Capital One credit card and pay it off monthly.
Well, that's good to know because that'll be. I love Little Miss McFavorite because she is so not vain. Like she doesn't have a vein bone in her body, so that'll be my thing for And if she doesn't want them, fine. And she may not need them, but that'll be my thing. Like up until you're 18, mommy and daddy will pay for them. After that, it's thousands of dollars. So. KJ Smith says his Thunder Tank will be there tomorrow. All right, KJ. So, as with JB, if you have a pet, I want to see a picture of the Thunder Tank out of Well, maybe you're not going to take it out. I assume you will.
Geek Dad Life did a whole bunch of comparison shots with like various different vehicles.
I don't want to see Geek Dad Life. I want to see our members, our listeners.
My God, it's just a very specific request that he took care of in multiple Instagram posts. I was just trying to help you. Man, I'm sorry, we'll mention Jake Gladfelter anymore.
All right. Well, let's get into some fucking toy news because we got, oh my God, so much shit. Tons of
We're
it.
40 minutes in and we haven't even got to the notes yet.
Well, no, sometimes we're even longer than that, but yes.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
All right. Con news. TFCon to attend TFCon LA. Or did I say TFCon Cullen?
Yeah.
Peter Cullen to attend TFCon LA. So the man himself. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is a little zoomed in here. The man himself will be attending. So if you have never seen, he tells some amazing stories. You know, whenever these guys are announced as attending a con, you know they're going to do a panel or two. And so I highly suggest, especially some of these old school guys, they're not going to last much longer, whether on the convention trail or just in general. So if you got a chance, if you only got to drive 5 hours or so to see them, definitely it is worth your time to get a hotel room and hear some of these stories from the guys that were there at the beginning. Pulse fan stream postponed till what, March 8th?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh Jesus, they pushed that hella back. So yeah, it was going to be on Valentine's Day, which I thought was a really weird.
Did it show up in G.I. Joe? Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things. If you've ever worked in an office, which Hasbro is basically like a corporate fucking job. I know there's engineers that do math and physical stuff, but it's basically an office job. Like Valentine's Day is usually a pretty relaxed day around the office. People giving people stuff, going out to lunch, doing that kind of stuff. So I thought it was weird they're doing a fan stream on that day. But that's probably not why it was postponed. Next, New Jersey Comic-Con, Collectors Con, April 1st. So is that, I don't know how you do anything on April 1st without thinking it's going to be a joke or something, but in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Boss Fest. Anybody doing, but I know Cliff, you did their Zorro, right? Or Tarzan? Did you do the Tarzan?
No, just Zorro.
Okay. Anybody doing their Popeye stuff? That I have their 6-inch Popeye stuff on pre-order. I didn't want to cancel my one Popeye figure, but anybody doing anything from Boss Fight? No. So not too exciting. That kind of they're hanging in there, and I love it. They're ex-Hasbro designers, engineers, painters, and employees. So I want them to make it happen. And at least my customer service issue with them was resolved quickly and to my satisfaction. So, Target Target Con 2023 kicked off.
Cancelmania.
No, it's charge your card every 4 days for 7 years.
I must just, because I have the Target debit card, I guess I just never see that on my stuff. You know, everything I buy is on that. So there's not these constant pendings or anything. But is that just, it's always that way? Or is it with certain items?
Everything I pre-ordered, yeah, every couple weeks I'll see a pending ping on my account for like 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
God, that is so weird. Yeah, what a fucking dumbass thing to do. Anyways, I guess it kicked off today. I didn't realize it was today. I thought they usually do their drops on Friday. But it was just a pop drop, so nobody really needs to give a shit about it. Anything cool here? Oh, I really like this Darth Maul with the fucking Mandalorian trooper and shit. That's kind of a cool 2-pack. Mrs. McFavor probably get down with the Fred Weasley. She loved when we went to Universal and saw the Weasley house. The Hulk and the fucking Andre the Giant are dope with the oversized Andre. But yeah, it's pop. So if that dropped on Sunday, I think they're doing this for like 4 weeks like they've done in the past. So the article conjectures that it's that Python, God damn it, Python, Crimson Guard Python Patrol Officer will be part of TargetCon. Way up here. Star Wars live stream. All right. So what's everybody likes Star Wars. Did everybody watch this or at least look at the news and stuff about it?
No.
No.
Yeah, I watched it.
So we'll just go down the row. I'll start with you, Rock. Did you see the reveals and stuff, or should we go through the reveals and then?
No, I didn't. I actually listened to a podcast today that went through all the reveals.
Okay,
but
I haven't seen them. Maybe.
Yeah, I just didn't see any of them.
Okay, let's go through here. So this is kind of a snapshot of it. So we're getting Black Series Indoor Rebel Soldier. He has what they like to call 2 different portraits. So you can have the original, like, younger looking Rebel Soldier from the vintage figure, or you can have the older one that they've been focusing on for good reason. I thought he was one of the coolest looking Rebel Soldiers in the movie, the guy with the gray beard.
Who's now been co-opted to be Rex.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what the hell am I doing here?
Now, is this the same guy who got captured he's in the biker scout uniform later with the hands up? There's like there's
yes,
real,
they focus on him as he's walking through.
Yeah.
Where was that fucking Black Series? Oh, Indoor Commando. I forgot who that ARC Trooper is. Is it Fives? Who the fuck is he? Jesse. That's what it is. So that's going to be a Walmart exclusive summer 2023 CollectorCon pre-order. So yeah, I've always loved this dude with the big old fucking Imperial symbol fucking tattooed on his head. Kiata Mundi, which always love some classic fucking Jedi. The Vader here is a Black Series, so this is going to be a Celebration exclusive. It is the Vader from the Revenge of the Jedi poster, so that red and black poster where it has like paint splotches all over it. And so they kind of decoed him in those paint splotches with everything is like a dark red. None of them is actually black. So that's kind of cool. You get vintage collection Star Killer that comes in his 2 different outfits. So his Jedi outfit and his Sith outfit. They did the Black Series Biker Scout helmet, which is amazing. Like, I'm usually not a full-size helmet guy, but this is something that I might be interested in. Indoor Han. So this is I thought I saw something there saying this is the first time they've ever had an indoor accurate Han because he's got his yellow shirt and vest.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's new from the torso up.
Yeah.
And the waist up.
And they still, like, it's one of the better ones, but yeah, Cliff, you're right. They just cannot fucking get Harrison Ford right for some reason. I don't know what it is. And then you get a vintage collection Return of the Jedi Vader, battle damage Vader, and we'll go down and look at what his battle damage means. But so here's the poster I was referencing for Revenge of the Jedi. So this is, quote, what this Darth Vader would look like if it showed the full body. So you're going to get the con exclusive packaging, which is really dope. I love that poster. I don't know how hard this is going to get. Like, I wouldn't do this on the secondary market, but if I could get it retail after the con. The packaging was dope because, you notice here it's that con packaging, but what happens is that front slides out and it's a standalone poster. So you can see her remove it here. So there's a poster back here and then you get the figure. So I thought that was a kind of ingenious way of approaching that.
I mean, I think the packaging is better than the actual toy itself because honestly, I mean, anybody that collects Black Series, they probably already have how many Vaders. So one with a few red splotches, because that figure out of the package, it looks like there's a painting error.
Yeah,
I mean, how many people looking at that
it looks like a factory.
So out of the package, that thing is really kind of going to be awkward on your shelf. But in the package, it's a different story because you have that. I wish they did like a NECA style box where you could kind of have the poster open with the figure.
Oh, with the figure still in it.
Yeah. A little bit better, but yeah, the poster is awesome.
If I can get it for retail, like an after a con drop or a Pulse Premium something, that's how I'd display it. I'd keep him in the package and then I'd just put the poster next to it, you know? So it'd look like NECA, it just wouldn't be on a hinge. So here's the Rebel Commando with the younger portrait, as I like to call it. I'm a sucker for fucking troop builders, even though I don't troop build. And that's the whole thing. This is going to be released on a card too, so it hits me in both feels. So I'm gonna need 2 of them. And mainline here, so that's good. Here's the Vader we were talking about. So you get the severed hand from Luke cutting it off. This is the first time they've done the 3-piece helmet thing with a vintage collection. So a 3 or 4-inch figure with a 3-piece helmet to reveal his dad underneath. There's the head. Severed hand. So this one I'm excited. Like I say, I have so many goddamn Vaders. It's not even fun, or it's not even funny.
That card art,
it's not even
fun.
That way. Yeah, dude. I love this, and I love the gimmicks. You know, so that
I might buy that just for the card.
Oh yeah, I agree. That would be dope.
Yeah, card art is great.
We get some fucking. We get. What is this one? Is this Piet?
Admiral Piet?
Yeah, it's Piet. So this is going to be their new Empire body, which I don't collect people in suits, so don't need to worry about that. We get an indoor bunker, so this is kind of crazy. Looks really good with the moss and the decoing. I think they just show, yeah, because these are just screen caps from the video. We get the Han from the bunker. Oh, they're showing off the portrait. Yeah,
Yeah, his face is fucking brutal.
I mean, it's getting better. Like, I think this is the one that I like the most that they've ever done. So I guess that's good. At least they're not going back. We get a re-release of the Weequay. This is talking about those are all mainline. So now we get to look at the Jesse. Dude, our troopers are just the fucking dopest design that's ever been created, in my opinion. So, love it. That's going to be a Walmart exclusive. The Kiadi Mundi. We've seen Kiadi Mundi.
He's a 2024 release.
Oh, Jesus. They aren't really?
25-year anniversary of Phantom Menace.
Wow. Shared fan exclusive. Oh, sorry. I've just been blowing through this. Let's do some comments here. KJ Smith got the blue Popeye and Bluto. Meh. Oh, that's too bad to hear. They were only $30 for the 6-inch figures, so not too bad. But let's see. They say using a Target gift card is a nice way to avoid these reoccurring holds on your credit card. Yeah. In the holidays, man, when they offer... Even if you don't want to do the whole red card thing, debit or credit card, like debit, a red card, debit card is the smartest move you could ever make if you buy something from Target and you don't, or maybe can't do a credit card, because you can connect it to your bank account. You still get free shipping, 5% off, that kind of shit. And like I say, that's what I use, and I don't see any pending transactions. Black Stories, is this a focus? Yes, it is a mainline release, so it will not be bought this year. It will not be bought until next. Or wait, no, maybe it's not an inline because it's on the card, or a mainline. Oh yeah, it does say a mainline item. How can it be mainline on a card like that? There's no pegs for anything like that.
Yeah, there
That's
is.
weird.
GameStop has them all the time.
Oh, I think I was thinking this was Black Series. Oh, it is Black Series.
Yeah, the Black
Yeah.
Series guys. Yeah.
Myers
But
has-
see, GameStop isn't mainline here. Here, mainline would be like Walmart's and Targets, and unless it's an exclusive, there's never been carded Black Series like at big box stores. in
Oh,
the
Myers got
States.
carded Black Series, dude.
Really?
Same with my
Yeah.
Walmart too. Yeah, they got carded Black Series.
Oh shit, maybe I'm just remembering incorrectly. So, but yeah, if it's mainline, it'll wait till next year, and maybe I'll pay extra, maybe I won't. This was fucking ridiculous. So they're re-releasing this figure that's already come out because they changed the name they originally released it with an incorrect name from the series. So now they're putting out the exact same figure and the exact same card, and they're just changing the name.
How unlike Star Wars to do that.
I guess
That is
that's
fucking
true.
weird, dude. I've never heard of such a thing.
Oh, here, I love this. Brinkalizer says, hands' faces aren't getting better. Our eyes are getting worse.
That's probably true.
We get a phase 2 clone trooper here. So again, troopers are a focus. So I will be getting one of those anytime they release them on a new body.
They had troopers in Andor?
Yeah, you remember during episode 7, he had the flashback to when his stepdad was...
Oh, yeah, right. Okay,
and you saw actual clone troopers in, like, physical suits instead of all the CGI clone troopers.
CGI,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
The builder pack, the next builder pack will get, it's the 212, I believe. Fucking, do they have? Yeah, 212th clone division. So they were pointing out cool little deco hits like what do they call those in the military? Or they called them kill marks or something like that? I don't know if they have an
What, the
official name.
sayings?
No, like when pilots put fucking stickers for every one of their fucking kills, and soldiers put fucking tick marks on their helmets and shit like that. I thought there was a not an official, but a non-official term for that. Here is the Star Killer, which is dope. I love that he comes with his Jedi, and I think that's a straight re-release. The target prototype figure is going to be the Mandalorian. No one does prototypes, right?
No, I don't give a goddamn about the. I don't know why these figures are so popular.
I got sucked into them.
Like a test shot is a cool thing to have. It's a test shot.
Yeah.
Buying a toy made to look like a test shot. I'm good.
Well, and how about the freaks that have to have? Sorry, not
Freaks? Wow.
I was like, whoa, I might be
you're using?
alienating my audience here. To the people that need to have every single variation, that's an even crazier sickness.
That was the Star Wars podcast I listened to today. The guy talked about he pre-ordered the Lukes. They were $11.99 that way. When they came in store, they were $14.99.
14, yeah.
And he tries to get one of each like colored head and torso combination or something like that. And he just talked about how many different ones he had to buy and return. And I'm just like, I thought you were bad slick. There's some other people out there too that got some habits.
We get a look at the biker scout helmet here.
It's amazing.
Yeah, dude, I really love it. Dude, this design is... The snow is just because I'm a severe conditions fanatic, but the design of the biker scout, I think, is my favorite trooper design, besides an ARC trooper in all of Star Wars.
And then the good thing, too, is, they can re-release it by repainting it in the camo for the Kashyyyk troopers.
Yeah.
So it's typical. I'm glad they came out with this one first.
Let's see, pipeline reveals. So this will be the next retro collection wave. So it looks like Book of Boba. We'll get Nomad Boba, Tusken Raider, Fennec Shan, how do they pronounce it?
Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum. Cad Bane, Jedi Luke Skywalker, Grogu, another Grogu, and the Mandalorian. If this has anything, Mandalorian with Darksaber, it looks like. So, let's see. Vintage collection, Book of Boba Fett, Luke Skywalker in training outfit, Obi-Wan and battle damaged Vader 2-pack.
That looks cool.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Speeder. Oh, this is vintage. Jesus Christ, they are fucking milking this speeder for all it's worth. Speeder from the Mandalorian, and then this one. Again, if I paid attention to the communities anymore, I'm sure lots of people are excited for the Mandalorians in one Starfighter. So based on the Naboo Starfighter.
Cliff's already got one.
Yeah, we got the 99 vintage.
Hell yeah. Were you didn't buy that after, right? You had already had it.
No, I bought it after. But I bought it after it appeared on the show, but after
before it skyrocketed?
No, after it skyrocketed and dropped again.
Oh, and then dropped back down when the excitement died down.
I mean, because I was just trying to collect the first batch of vintage episode 1 toys.
Oh, okay. It was just timed.
I think it was only like $60 or $70. It was really reasonable for a 3 3/4 inch vehicle in today's prices. Yeah.
Because that, it shot up to over $100 when it fucking premiered on the show. Black Series, Luke Skywalker and Grogu build-up pack, so it's going to have lots of little accessories. Darth Malgus, I'm excited to finally get that in the Black Series. And then Ahsoka Loyalist helmet. Oh, I was going to say, we already got the Ahsoka Loyalist, but this is going to be the helmet. So you're gonna have to be a pretty big fan to buy a fucking $150 fucking Black Series helmet based on characters you saw for 2 episodes of a fucking 5-season television show. But hey, maybe you really love Ahsoka. All right. Well, that was the Star Wars fan stream that happened, like 5 weeks ago or something. Walmart Collector Con coming up. So are these exclusives?
Those 2 are, yeah.
Okay, so these are exclusive to that. I started watching that today, or started watching Raiders when I did the show notes, and then Jessica wanted to watch something, so I haven't gotten there. And this guy has got to be the fucking Crusades, right?
Yeah, it's the
Last Crusade. Okay.
Yep.
I can't imagine all the little kids. Daddy, could you buy me that creepy old man in the suit figure? It looks like so much fun.
He looks like the same guy who operated the AT-AT. And the son's like, it's AT-AT, son.
So that'll be March 16th and 17th.
Yeah, you guys want 2 boring old men in suits?
Could you imagine the poor kid that like 2 years from now, he gets like he's in Toys for Tots and he gets donated something and he opens it up and it's this fucking old man figure with
Right?
like, bad enough Santa didn't come and this and that, and I got this damn old creepy white man.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Oh my
As
gosh.
Charles Barkley says, terrible.
All right. Let's see. Last up in con news. We were already an hour into the show, not even through con news, but that's all right. Transformers live stream. So same thing here. Screenshots. So we already saw this Bumblebee. We already saw the tow truck. We've seen the RC. We've seen the Air Razor. The Cheetor, I guess. The new movie's coming up. So we get our first in-hand look at it. Again, I'm digging the more like cyborgy versions of the animals. And then this Scourge is looking dope. I love when they do, like they did the Megatron that was Mad Max looking. I love when they do these vehicle designs. Let's see what else. So that was movie stuff. We get into Core. They showed Core Grimlock with the biggest amount of fucking kibble tail I've ever seen, and
He looks fucking terrible.
we've had a lot of fucking kibble tails, and well, maybe that
looks
looks
like a
like
rescue
it's
hero.
attached. I guess it doesn't look as bad there.
Dude, that's
it's
bad.
looking yeah, the fucking making these a combiner just blows my mind.
Like,
but,
why are they doing this?
yeah. We get Nemesis. So these are core scale. So we get Nemesis Prime. We get the Thundercracker. So now Starscream came with null rays. Skywarp didn't. And now Thundercracker is going to come with null rays. So that's got to fucking drive people like me absolutely nuts. We had already seen this Junkion from the Legacy line.
Yeah, I've actually seen him in hand. He's all right.
Nice. The Bombshell. No, this one is not out yet. This is the Legacy line. Like, it's a brand new one. This isn't Junk Heap.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, I've
Yeah.
seen Junkie then.
No worries. Just wanted to make sure you didn't have like some secret Chinese factory connection.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do.
We get Crosscut or Criss-Cut or Crisscross or something like that, which who cares? We've seen
But
this.
most importantly, does that transform make you jump?
Because the Mac Dad will make you jump.
Yeah.
We get Metal Hawk, a Voyager Metal Hawk, and then again we talked about these already. They just officially announced them and showed them. Skyquake. Was there anything? Everything. Oh, here's their pipeline reveals. So we get.
This core or legacy?
This is Legacy.
Okay.
But this. God, what? Not Dune Runner. What the Beachcomber? He'll probably be core, I assume. You get. I forget who this is. It's from the cartoon. It's from the flashback episode of Orion Pax, but whatever. They're going to re-release Dirge. They're going to do a Nemesis version of Leo Prime. This one's kind of cool. We're going to get the Megatron from... Oh, God, I want to say RID. I'm not good with that. Oh, Armada. You're right. Yes, It's Armada.
Fuck, I hate Transformers and I know too much.
This is one of the worst designs in my opinion, but people love them. So they announced that we're going to be getting another version of this Volvo Prime, and the conjecture there we'll see at the fan roundtable is that we'll most likely get an Amazon exclusive of an Amazon delivery truck in this
Brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, the irony! The Amazon truck delivering me my Amazon Prime thing.
Oh, here we go. Brinkalizer says the kill count marks are on military aircraft, at least, are called victory markings. Thank you, Brinkalizer. God, I love you having you on the show. What else? Oh, we're on to toy news. All right.
Jeez,
well,
rocking it.
Yeah. Hasbro financial call. Nothing too exciting here. They're saying they're going to redo everything, and so they're going to focus on their mainline stuff. I wanted to see what that main slide was. So Transformers, they're saying, still has 6 movies planned for it, being kicked off with Rise of the Beasts. They're going to start limiting and start outsourcing. So they're gonna start doing even in-house brands being produced by other companies, which I thought that was kind of interesting. They are exiting Sesame Street, Disney Princesses, and Troll licenses this year. And then there was something about Star Wars. Was this the slide? One of the slides said they had really good revenue, and it included D&D, which, yeah, you had really good revenue because you just started making them. But D&D and G.I. Joe had beat earnings expectations. So sounds like Classified is doing well for them.
Fucking Rights is doing well.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, I see it in stores now, so that's a plus. I mean, remember it took like a year for you to see
dude.
anything in store?
I saw just the wave right now with Dusty, Zorana, fucking Crimson Guard on in Walmart.
Yeah, I actually saw Bazooka and what's that new wave? Bazooka, Rakondo. I saw all those this weekend.
Oh, the Target exclusive. Yeah, I've seen. That's all I've seen is the Target ones. I haven't seen any mainline figures.
Oh, I saw Crocman. They had 2 Croc Masters. They had 2 Duke with the Ram Cycle. My Target was actually pretty loaded.
Yeah, I've started seeing the V2 Snake Eyes and Timber a lot. So yeah, I'm curious if the ones that I bought 2 cases of instead of 2 of, the V1 Snake Eyes and Timber, if those are going to go for money in the future, since the V2 is so easy to find now.
I think both of them are pretty easy to find.
Here, I never saw the first version in store anywhere.
With Timber?
Yeah.
Wow,
because you know
it's
what?
A peg warmer at GameStop here.
The old one that still has the window packaging? Really?
Both of them
wow, that's
are
crazy.
peg warmers.
Yeah, I never saw it here. And I know people did see it. I'm not saying I'm I am a representative population for that.
I even see a Serpentor on shelf.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
crazy. Let's see. Leader Snarl. Yeah. He's my boy. This is my favorite dinosaur with my favorite, one of my favorite Transformers groups. So we can see him in line here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
his face is a little long for me. I thought Sludge's face was a little like horse-faced to begin with, and now Snarl's looks even worse in my opinion, but that's not going to stop me. These have all just been amazing.
Oh,
Like,
I love these.
I have been really happy that they moved these guys up to leader scale.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So, but all right. So there's Snarly.
I was worried they walked away from it and they weren't going to finish it.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. They'd get crucified. Let's see. New Micro Galaxy. And I'm kind of like, oh, good. These are easy passes for me. Oh, my God. Rebel Scum, please get some kind of light box. I have to click in and click back. So we get Anakin's, what is this? The V1 or the Clone Wars Starfighter with Hyperspace Ring. You get Poe Dameron's black and orange X-Wing. And then V-Wing fighter with the clone pilot. So I get to skip a whole wave. Who knows what the chases are going to be. Of course, they'll probably make some chase of the X-Wing that I really want or something. But Mezco Firefly.
Yeah, that lit up the internet.
I still have not so the Destro was the first one, right? And
Yeah.
I still have not, they haven't shipped the Destro
Yeah,
yet.
there hasn't been a single Mezco G.I. Joe that's hit the streets yet.
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
Roblox hasn't even hit the streets yet.
So, yeah. Was it just this one picture? Oh, a preview image because they're doing their whole Mezco Toys fair. Yeah, I mean, I think that's why we're seeing so much stuff right now, right? Is it should be Toy Fair time, but there's no Toy Fair because they pushed it off to the fall. So I think they're just kind of following their normal game plan of after all the new stuff hits in January and February, now they're announcing the shit that's going to hit right after Comic-Con. New MOTU listings, and wow, there is a fucking bunch of crap here.
Fucking hear
it. Yeah. So we get in Masterverse, we get a classic merman, likely Revelation. I don't know how you would do a Oh, I guess they did show Merman like before he got all battle damaged.
Yeah, they did.
Shit, right?
They showed everyone as they kind of were, as we knew them in the beginning, and then
okay, and then showed up. Okay,
they all got fucked up afterwards.
Princess of Power, Grizzlore, New Eternia Buzzov, New Eternia Faker, Clamp Champ, most likely Revelation, Horde Skeletor, likely Revelation, Prince Adam, blah blah blah. New Eternia Web Store, Deluxe New Eternia Ram Man, Deluxe New Eternia Clawful. So that's cool. I mean, at least they're like, the one thing with Masterverse is I was like, I am not gonna buy. I bought the when I bought the what's the, not power armor, fucking battle armor He-Man. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna fucking rebuy every figure I've already bought in classics. You know, one, I'm not a huge fan of some of the style decisions they're making, but I was like, but Revelation stuff, I'll buy that when it's a character I like. So it looks like they're smart here and doing mostly Revelation stuff, or almost all Revelation stuff in Masterverse. And then the thing that we probably actually care about is Origins, Point Dread, and Talon Fighter. Yeah, to go on the new Grayskull.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. I never liked Point Dread as a kid, and Little Miss McFavorite fell in love with my classics one. She just played with it nonstop when I would let her. When she was under supervision.
Right.
So she made me love it because now I have a connection to that through her. But and then we've seen, we'll look at package pictures of this 2000X King Randor, Snake Tila, Snake Trooper. Then there's also Serpent Claw Man-at-Arms. All these Snake Man versions I love from back in 2000X. Eternia Guard Infiltrator. Is this from Masterverse? Isn't that what that girl was?
It's basically,
in Masterverse?
it was described by an unnamed toy channel that Slick hates.
I don't hate it.
I was asked not to talk about them anymore. So an unnamed channel.
Oh no, I didn't mean to say don't talk about it anymore.
Oh
no.
Well, I just regardless, unnamed channel. Maybe 3 names in the title, maybe not. Maybe it's about life. I don't know. But it's basically just
please do talk about it. Like, sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean for it to come off like that. No, I want all the news from all the news channels.
It's basically an Eternian Guard with Snake Men heads.
Oh, interesting. So kind of like the Snake Trooper is a horde trooper with a snake head. These are going to be in turn. Oh, that's cool.
Eternian Guards with snake heads.
I'm all down for that. Fuck yeah. Squeeze, which will be interesting in the
that'll be interesting to make. Yeah.
In the Origins, Spikor, he's one of my dudes from a kid.
He's one of the Revelations guy I got was Spikor.
Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, I dug him. That was like one of my most played with figures as a kid, dude. The fucking the protruding trident and shit. I loved it. Dragon Blaster Skeletor, one of the I had that and Terraclaws, and those are my 2 favorite Skeletors of all time. Deluxe Snake Face, Snake Manny Faces, and Duplicator.
What's Duplicator?
Sunman guy.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a little Arnold Schwarzenegger-ish. Like,
yeah.
Maybe a little Dolph Lundgren He-Man-ish. Like,
and then he has like is he the one that has like the Iranian, and I shouldn't say it's Iranian. That's what reminds me of, but those weird like over the head where it's like not a cone, a cylinder over the head.
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember seeing a very Aryan guy with like a blonde flat top. Like, like the one white Sunman character.
So are they going to do Too Bad? Like, Too Bad was awesome.
In Origins?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have to. He'll have to be I assume he'll have to be a deluxe because the tooling is unique. So if it has unique tooling, it's got to be a deluxe. But no, you were talking about did he used to call himself Toy Geek? I can't even remember. Scott Knightlick.
What's that?
We were talking about before we came on the show that wasn't Scott Knightlick saying that Origins is over?
Oh yeah, dude, he has produced numerous videos in the past couple weeks claiming to have talked to people in Mattel, and Origins is dead. As is Masterverse. But then he released another video where he cryptically said, I said it was dead at retail. I didn't say it was dead forever.
No.
It's just I don't know why he's chosen this hill to die on, but he's really doubling down on all his.
I've had many people ask me if Origins is dead.
See, and that's crazy. We're gonna see the news story where I talked about the Snake Tila and the 2000X King Randor. We're gonna see package shots of those, and that's Wave 13. that they'll be premiering in.
Plus, they're showing a Snake Mountain and a fucking Point Dread. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I'm up in the air. Like
I am
Now-
very concerned. Big Bad Toy Store still doesn't have the Tongue Lasher wave up for pre-order,
I know that,
and
is
I really
bad
have to.
for
I
sure.
have to rely on Big Bad for all my fucking origins because
like,
around
they
here,
have-
I'm sure it's the same by you guys. One wave kind of gets clogged,
yeah.
and then you don't see anything new.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I was going to say I haven't seen anything. Well, now past they did that fucking past the Jitsu wave.
Yeah, I
yeah, the
haven't seen
Jitsu, the
anything
Nude
past
Stratos,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Sorceress.
And then Big Bad had Orko and that whole wave on, and then they knocked it all off. Like they canceled everybody's pre-order on it.
Oh, did they? Oh,
Yeah,
didn't
I got a
realize that.
notification
Oh.
they knocked it right out.
Holy shit! Well, maybe is Toy Guru? I thought it was Toy Geek. Toy Guru was the name he used. Is he working, or is he like? Does he say I work for this company or anything?
No, now he's got his own company called Spectre Creative,
Oh yeah, and he's doing
Um,
consulting,
and he's a
right?
consultant now.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so he might need some clicks. He might be. I don't think he seems like a nice guy. I don't think he would ever falsely mislead people to try to get.
But maybe he
YouTube
knows something we
revenue.
don't, man.
Yeah,
He's also
exactly.
claiming that there's going to be a lot of things cut by Mattel, and there's going to be a toy line called Mattel Classic. And Mattel Classic will have Barbie toys, Hot Wheels toys,
all
He-Man
their
toys.
vintage lines.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Since we were talking about, we'll skip down, but yeah, here's the package shots.
Ooh, that looks cool.
I want
So
every
this-
single one of these.
Yeah.
So the Snake Trooper, like we talked about, and Slamurai, if people are forgetting, these were PowerCon exclusives. That 4-pack, one when it originally came out was, I think, over $200.
It was like $230. Yeah.
Yeah, it was over $50 a figure, and now they're releasing it in the main line. You know, granted, you have two other ones. There was a Crimson Horde Trooper, and then the animated Hordak. And the animated Hordak, I was like, oh, that's going to see a mainline release eventually, somehow, right? You're not going to not do a blue Hordak in the Origins line. But it's crazy that now we're seeing Slamurai and the Snake Trooper in the main line. So that set, if you haven't flipped it yet, now it's time to flip it. New Joe Plushies, and oh my god, these are I saw the other Transformer plushies that show like the inside robot form and then half the robot, and those looked bad, but I kind of dug them. But these things, woo!
Oh,
Oh my
God.
god!
what the fuck?
And granted, they're not made for us, but still.
But what kid's
Like-
gonna want this? If
Yeah,
they don't want a,
that's
if they don't want a
exactly
6-inch
right.
action figure, what would they do with this thing?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That
And they're
Destro
using
looks fucking brutal.
well, yeah.
Oh.
It's, so like that almost looks like a movie helmet, but then the Cobra Commander is the classified design. Yeah, the Scarlet looks like the movie Scarlet design.
No, that's
Yeah.
classified Scarlet.
That's classified.
Or-
Scarlet. Yeah.
And classified
is it
Roadblock.
classified? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you think
yeah,
this
the
is meant to
mixture
be
of the
like
two.
work friendly, so you could like a Funko Pop but a Hasbro way that you could just put this on your
Oh,
desk?
I didn't think about price point. Like if these were only $10 a piece or
I
something.
think they're a
like
little
that.
bit more, but that's what I'm wondering if they're trying to compete with that, where it's something that you could just bring it to work and you have a little tchotchke on your desk and oh, what's this?
They're doing a
I've fallen victim
9-inch,
to this.
a 9-inch and a 13-inch. Why
Oh my
would you?
God.
What is the difference? 4 inches? You're gonna completely. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have any prices here or anything. Okay, well, and they look a little bit better. Not much. There's a Transformer. Oh, actually. Oh, I didn't see the fucking other ones here. That Starscream is that's the worst thing ever. Like, why wouldn't you can do horns and protruding stuff? Why wouldn't you do it? Well, I guess he doesn't have any protruding things, but the Grimlock looks kind of cute, I guess, in this little tiny picture. But oh god, yeah. I more put that on there just so we could groan and complain.
It's like kids ain't buying toys. Who's buying these? I don't get it.
What little girl is going to be like, that's the plushie I want?
I don't want this $40 figure that's this big, so let me buy this piece of crap that's this big. Oh my god.
Transformers Studio Series Mirage revealed, and Shane posted about this. Do they show his feet are a little iffy. I love the head-on profile of this guy. I think it looks great. He's really big and bulky. Again, I don't even look at it as Mirage because it's not Mirage. It's some movie version of a name.
I just
No, look, it says Mirage right there. This is absolutely Mirage.
This is Mirage.
You fans don't know any better. But I love that he comes with an arm cannon, and he's actually really clean to be this bulky of a robot design to go down to what do they consider these? Is this an 84 911?
Yeah.
But if he's a Porsche, isn't that supposed to be Jazz?
Exactly.
Yeah, he looks exactly
But see,
like
Jazz was a new Porsche in the movie line, so now he can't be the old Porsche. Yeah,
it can't be a 911.
Yeah, okay.
I would have rather them retconned it, because I think all of this is before the 2007 movie. I would have rather they retconned it, that this was Jazz for some reason, and then he comes back in the 2007 movie, just like they're doing with Prime and Bumblebee, you know. But
and again, how hard was it to get him a fucking Indy car? Like, was it really hard? Like, come on.
Well, yeah, and that's the whole thing with you wasted Mirage on trying to get a fucking Porsche license into the line, in my opinion. That's a little unsightly. The whole like door and half of the fucking front fender as a little side skirt, but all right. Fan Roundtable for Transformers. This all about this.
What the fuck is that?
It's a dustbuster, dude.
Fucking...
You ever seen a dustbuster?
Yes, I have. I didn't know Transformers had a dustbuster. Cool.
Con exclusives in Auric.
Speaking of Jazz, this is this Cybertronian Jazz from the first episode of Transformers. And this makes me so fucking happy, dude. If we could get... So we've got the they're not called tri-jets, I don't think, but we've gotten the Seekers in War for Cybertron mode in the fucking, god damn it, I'm forgetting what they're called, but the 3-pointed jets from that. Brinkalizer, if you're still on, tell me what I'm not remembering here. But so things we have left, we have Soundwave as a lamppost, which that one will be very exciting. We have Wheel
park bench underneath it.
We have Wheeljack as a Cybertronian car, and I can't remember if we have any other like Cybertronian modes from. Thank you, Brinkalizer. Here, I want to put his comment up on here. Tetrajets. Thank you. God, I should know that after.
Wasn't Bumblebee like some weird like hovercraft thing?
Yeah, and we've gotten him already.
Okay.
Like he looks like a bug. Like it looks like he's a car with wings. But we got that one last year. So yeah, I'm excited about this Jazz.
They show the alt mode on him, or just
here's the robot mode. So super clean. Yeah,
It looks
he's
like a
looking
Porsche.
good.
Weird. That's weird. 9/11.
Well, yeah, that's the funny thing about like Bumblebee still looks like a VW, but he
Yeah.
transforms into like a
The fucking
fucking
Camaro.
flying space moth, you know. So side by side with the fucking, I can't even remember if this is a legacy or what.
That looks like an original.
Oh, you're right. That fucking might be. I don't know. So alt modes, okay, yeah, lots of weapons. I love this guy. He's actually one of my favorite Transformers guys on these live streams because he's very excited and he keeps it real. Like you can see the marketing people grimace sometimes when he's talking on these live streams. And I guess that's really the only thing to show, at least. So this was this wasn't a live stream. This was a fan Q&A roundtable. So we'll just run down this real quick. So people were asking Sound Blaster and Twincast, the Japanese versions of Soundwave and Blaster, when they came out, they had double cassette compartments. And so they were asking if Sound Blaster and Twincast would have dual chest. And they just said it just was too much work. Of course they're fucking not. They're just going to put out the same shit in different colors, redecoed. They said the Studio Series Air Razor transformation looks a lot like the Kingdom transformation, and this was kind of interesting. They said the people that are doing the movie took the transformation from the original toy, so that's why the homage to the original toy and that transformation looks similar to the movie one. Because in the next question they said, what comes first, toys or concept for the movies? And they said it's the movie. Like, the movie people make the designs and we have to figure out how to make them into toys. Next bullet point was the Amazon Prime thing we already talked about. Let's see. They're saying it takes 2 years solid to change or fix something on a figure. And I'm like, bull fucking shit. There's indie company, maybe at that scale. Like it's like when they recall a vehicle, like, oh, do you want to take a fucking $2 million bath because a turn signal doesn't work correctly on 10% of the cars or something? Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, new heads plan, chunky on text, weapon packs. There's lots of potential plans, but brand and Hasbro are retail first, so it's difficult to justify taking up space and development if it's going to be pulse only. Let's see. Retail characters that are hard to get, so they're mainly talking about Cosmos here, that kind of shit. So they said Cosmos was kind of an anomaly. They didn't know he was going to be that popular. Let's see. Are tapes on their own mold or part of the blaster mold? So they're talking about the clear parts, why the tapes are clear when they shouldn't be. And it says it was the same mold, but there's some spray to change color or tint between the picture and figs. But this is why the tapes are clear due to Blaster's window, which is really smart. I would have never thought about that. But I bitched about that. Like, why the fuck are eject and rewind clear? Let's see. Don't need to know about credit. Don't need to care about fire truck. Modern lines. Okay, that's it. So, All right. Now, and there's a link to the video too if you want to watch that. It's a 30-minute video of the roundtable questions from fan sites asking the Transformers team questions, because if Transformers are your main focus, there is more information than we talked about. All right, let's talk about something that everybody cares about and everybody is excited about. Some classified motherfucking reveals. All right, so before we start clicking through pictures, why don't we talk about what everybody's first favorite reveal was in that like week of like amazing stuff.
That's only half of it.
Was there more reveals than this?
Yeah, dude, they revealed like Night Viper, fucking Xandar. They revealed a whole bunch of guys, dude.
Well, oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll talk about that in a second. Are there
Save that for
pictures
next
of those?
Not
Yeah, I
that
was
I
gonna
saw.
No, they just gave a release line or the names.
Oh, like name things? Okay.
Yeah.
I must have missed that. Yeah, we'll wait for
I think
that.
Tunnel Rat was in there. Sci-Fi was in there.
Oh, whoa, okay. Yeah, I
Tripwire was in
remember
there.
that.
Like there was a whole bunch of them.
You're right. I totally forgot that they did name drop those, and I haven't included
Like
it. Well,
20 guys.
I will try to remember to go back to those, but for now, just for the sake of time, of these reveals that they actually showed pictures of, Rock, what was your favorite?
I like the scrap iron. All the blast effects was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I mean they're all awesome. Every one of them that came out. I mean each one is great, but I like the blast effects.
Yeah, well, and scrap iron was always my favorite. I've been cheap since I was a kid. This is not adult onset frugalness in my world. So scrap iron as a kid, I was like, oh my God, it like came with what do they call those? The pack rats. Those little vehicles that
just
Well, he
came with the
came
little
with a
rocket
missile
launcher.
launcher.
No, I know, but I'm saying the pack. It was almost like he came with his own little pack rat because
Yeah,
it was
okay,
that
yeah.
full blown missile launcher with the
He had
missiles
the biggest
and all
accessory at that time.
that. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I love that.
I mean, unfortunately, he was just a woefully underused character throughout the comic book, the cartoon. He just wasn't really used much.
Yeah, and I loved his voice. You know, his look was dope
Nice,
too.
yeah, good design. Just for some reason, they didn't. He never was. He came out with Firefly and Storm Shadow. He came out that same wave, and I think he just never. He had two A-list characters, kind of, and he got buried.
Well,
Yeah.
how often do they use Firefly? Not that often. Like a few times.
Oh no,
Yes.
Firefly was
In the cartoon?
He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't a main guy, but he was one of the most used. He was one of the most like B-list characters.
He got
I
used a
would
good
say.
amount in the comic book, but but at least when Firefly was given a job to do in the cartoon, he got it done.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Where
Yeah.
everybody else would fail.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I love that. All right, Cliff, your favorite announcement?
Oh, Trouble Bubble.
And will you be buying it?
Yes.
Nice. And what were the two? Oh, here. Why don't we? Well, we could start. I was going to say we could start looking at pictures of it. So we were talking about Scrap Iron. We could take a look at him real quick.
Oh, blast effects.
Yeah,
What
dude.
the fuck?
Yeah, I'm just like, these are amazing.
I love the
You
tank
get-
treads on that.
Yeah. Are they working treads?
I don't know, but they look fucking killer either way.
They do look like they might. Yeah, that's got to price it out unless when they're talking. Oh, I bet you anything they're talking about when they say deluxe. Are you guys assuming it's the $42 price point? Like,
No.
Yeah,
I'm
this
thinking
is a Crocmaster and Fiona.
Yeah. this is-
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So okay. I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking something between a 42 or 45, whatever it's going to be now.
It's
and,
No Jobs Deluxe 2, according to the stream.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, did you see his fucking pack out?
Well,
Yeah,
I
dude, he's got a
know, but
lot of
still.
units.
All right. Well, we'll look at that in a second. But yeah, I love that they've got the missile effects too to like come from the missile launcher.
Yeah.
I do like that everything is wireless nowadays. As much as I loved the rubber piping as a kid,
Dude, how
it is
awesome would
nice
that be if
they
they had
modernized
everybody
it.
still hooked up to the cords and shit? Mainframe had that giant fucking computer thing.
Yeah, hooked up to his cell phone.
Yeah, hooked up to his cell phone.
Can you imagine if they tried to release dial tone? Kids would be like, "What the fuck is a dial tone?"
They're like, he's got a huge Bluetooth speaker on his back.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about Tele-Viper and Trouble Bubble.
Oh yeah.
They
Oh,
should
fucking perfect.
they should have had one of the only thing that's not perfect is
The mask that had,
screen
like,
printing.
intruder.
Exactly. And they're probably gonna save that for a retro release. Like the carded version will probably, the Sunbow version will have that, hopefully. But
Well, we know we're getting a Python one now as well, too, right?
yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, this is looking amazing.
I would assume that's Serpentor price point.
Yes.
I bet it's a little.
Definitely.
I bet it's a little less than Serpentor. I'm guessing probably the same price as the motorcycles.
Yeah, that's
You
what
think
I'm
so?
thinking.
Yeah,
See, and
Serpentor
that's
was
what we're-
$90, dude. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to be a $90 release.
See, and so that's what we're saying here too, right? Is you're
Oh, he
saying
has the
that's going to be the same price point as this, right?
No.
Well, no, because aren't the motorcycles
No.
50 and aren't?
No, the
No.
motorcycles were 40, then 42, and I think they're 45 now.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was talking about. This when we say deluxe, I'm thinking this is going to be at that $45 price point. But yeah, you're right with the Trouble Bubble. Is that going to be 45 or is that
No.
going to be the next?
That's
Oh,
Serpentor.
this is going. Yeah, you're right. This
That's
is going to be
Serpentor.
Serpentor level.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. That
You're
makes
getting
it
a whole
little
vehicle, man.
7. But Serpentor wasn't 90, wasn't he? 75.
Well,
I mean,
after
it
all the
came
fucking-
tax and
Yeah.
shipping. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like a $93 bill that I happily paid.
Yeah, I paid 120 for mine, and that was Canadian. So.
Yeah, but that's Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
Gravity is different over there. It's
yeah,
weird.
oh, yeah, it's much denser here.
That's like 23.85 here.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything
The
weighs
cost-
more because it's like,
Oh, it should weigh less because it's higher up.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like,
Actually,
no,
There's-
gravity
there's
is
less-
different. So
there's less.
everything's heavier.
We got the cool guy joining us. What's up? What's up?
hey, bud.
All right. Let's see. And then Badass, your favorite.
Tele-Viper.
Tele-Viper also.
Yep.
I gotta go Snow Job because he's
We
the
all knew you were
focus,
going to go
but
Snow
Yeah,
Job.
like-
Yeah, we all knew Snow Job was your guy.
but so what we're saying? No, see, I don't.
See, I
so
think
you're
this is
saying this is
Kamakura
going to be at
pricing.
the.
This is Kamakura.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, okay. I could
Yeah.
feel that. But he was an exclusive though too, so that's kind of weird. But so you're thinking like low 30s. on
Well,
him.
they said during the stream that he would be considered a deluxe, but I don't think he's
Oh, okay.
Crocmaster deluxe. I think
No,
he's like
no.
Kamakura, or maybe even wasn't that heavy artillery roadblock? Wasn't that a little bit more?
Yeah, he was because he had the big
Well-
gun and shit. Yeah.
No, he was more because he was an Amazon exclusive.
Okay, so there is a price
And
point
maybe-
they can use.
Yeah, and maybe that's what they'll do is maybe he'll be an exclusive or something. But yeah, there's just not. It's the same thing with the carded Black Series figure. There's not a peg or something to go with a guy that's going to be in between motorcycles and standard releases. But
Dude, I don't know when the last time you were in a Walmart or a Target is.
Yeah,
People
dude.
don't fuck jack shit on pegs. It is literally,
Yeah.
it's starting to look like a TJ Maxx. They just throw shit wherever there's room.
Yeah, there's open boxes and dump it and then fucking walk
Like
away.
it's especially my Target is like that.
this is true. I have not done like a quote toy run since the beginning of the year. So, no, I did one like January 15th, right before I came up with the Jomo rules. I was like, okay, I'm going to go do one last toy run, and it's no holds barred. And I still held bars, or whatever you call it. But, yeah, so that would be my favorite there. And yes, so the name drops, I'll try to remember and we'll talk about the name drops on the next episode.
So we didn't talk about the Steel Brigade, but I got to ask a question.
Oh, yes, you're right. Let's look at this.
So here's a question. I was listening to another podcast, and they were talking about, do you think Hasbro's making an attempt to stick it up Bobby Valor between making Sergeant Slaughter and these right away?
That is a good point. That's a good point because, yeah, these are actually called Steel Core.
Right.
Because he's got the Steel Brigade.
Yeah, because Valaverse was able to buy action, or not buy. He was able to register Action Force, which was the UK version of G.I. Joe, and Steel Brigade. And so now they can't fucking use it. And that's a good point. I wouldn't put it past them, dude. I bet that's something that they're salty about. That some fucking paper pusher missed the payment, or maybe them as a team.
And a
just
former
missed.
sculptor has a directly competing toy line.
Yeah, exactly. But these look a lot better than Valaverse. I'm sorry.
And that's what everybody was saying in the comment. Who did it better? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have any blood in the game with this, but it was just interesting to see all the people really saying about how much better they thought these were than the Valaverse figures.
It's a shame it's a 2-pack. That's really...
No, I like it. I like that they're doing a 2-pack, and I like that they're doing 2-packs with stuff like this that not everybody has to have. It's not from the cartoon. It's not an integral part of the comic or anything like that. And I love that they're putting a female counterpart. Like, this is a must-buy for me because it has a female. And jump packs, but... the jump packs are actually the thing I'm most excited about.
Yeah, the jump packs are dope.
They look fucking killer.
The battle damage on the flag and stuff. GPU. I'm like, there's got to be some. We need some fan site to ask them what's the meaning of the lettering on there, because there's got to be something there. But. Maybe Jump Pack 81 would have been the first time we saw a Jump Pack, right? In the comic. That was
81.
But yeah. Anyways.
It would have been in the 81 toy line, wouldn't it? The first wave?
Well, the toy line was 82, yeah. But wasn't the comic out was before 81, I thought? Yeah. Oh, we're such experts. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's
it. Official. It's official.
There's someone screaming at their podcast right now, like, you guys are fucking idiots. I'm not listening to this anymore. All right.
I think the comic book came out first, then the figures, then the cartoon.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of.
Because during the cartoon, they would put commercials on for the comic book.
Yep. All right, third party. Okay, let's get into a lot of and we do have a few. We do have a few 4 franchises, including this first one that I am super excited about. So everybody knows I'm a Black Major junkie. This is a guy that fucking makes factory-made custom O-ring figures. So he's teaming up with fucking yojo.com to make like the ultimate green shirt. So I shouldn't say ultimate. There should be a more standard backpack than this communications backpack. But it looks like we're going to get...
Isn't that Lifeline's backpack?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then not short fuse.
That's Breakers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Breakers.
Breaker's headset.
Yeah,
Snow Jobs
Breakers
rifle.
helmet. And then Snow Jobs or the classic. That's just a sunbow rifle in my
Yeah.
opinion,
Yep.
because that's what everybody used. And the classic sunbow deco, combining what is that, a stalker chest and like a grunt or somebody else's bottom on it.
That was the
But-
same. That's basically Snake Eyes' torso, and
Oh,
I have to go
Snake
look in the other
Eyes',
room. But
okay.
it's a few guys.
Okay. So yeah, I'm loving this. And if you get down with the group order, it's not up yet, but usually group orders, you can get these guys. You usually have to buy them in multiples. But in the past, like 6 figures with this amount of accessories, pre-ordering in advance, you have to pay by PayPal. Usually takes a couple months to get them. Like they can be as cheap as like $11 or $12 a piece,
Wow.
which in this day and age for something like that, that's amazing, So I'll definitely be this goes outside of the JOMO. This is fucking something I'm allowed to place an order for. So
Oh, you know what? If you look at the head, that's Blowtorch's head.
oh, you're fucking right. I was like, I hate that hair so much. And I remember because I love Blowtorch so much, but I've always fucking hated his head.
That weird
dude.
comb over he's got going on.
Yeah.
It almost has like Jean-Claude Van Damme face structure, but
Yeah.
that hair.
Yeah.
Oh, and see it. I could have been blowing this up so we could see it better, but yeah. So I'm excited about that. New Legends Prime. So yet another company dipping their toe into the 4-inch Transformers line. And he looks really good. So there's kind of, I assume this is kind of a test shot version, and that's why the white plastic is so translucent on it. But he looks really good. Super clean. Which Optimus Prime is pretty easy to be clean with. I'm just curious about the articulation. It looks like his arms will probably butterfly hinge out, that kind of
It looks
stuff.
like he has like 5 points. So you just like.
Yeah, it's got to be better though, But who knows? Maybe they're gonna do. And this says that this is MHP2, so I don't know if there's what is it? MPH Studio. God damn it, can't type. MPH 01. Oh, a beachcomber. Okay. Beachcomber is also one of the most simple transformations in all of Transformers. A bunch of renders. Yeah, I mean, this one. So this would be obviously a lot smaller. Oh, that's not a bad price on it. $15 too. A lot
Wow,
smaller
he's
than.
tiny.
Yeah. So I wonder if these are like Woo scale, but anyway, Beachcomber would be a mini bot compared to that Prime. So even at a 4-inch Prime,
Yeah, I guess
that would be the
scale.
appropriate
Yeah.
size for a mini bot. But Brink, if you're with us and have any extra information on this new company, let us know. Roll call update. This is the Kickstarter using O-Ring technology. I thought this was kind of cool. So the big thing with this Operation Recall Kickstarter was this dude is bringing in Kirk Bazigian and Ron Rudat, like people that were involved in the early stages, well, throughout the G.I. Joe O-Ring line. And so what they're posting here is Kirk's notes, they're running it basically like it was Hasbro back in the day, with Kirk making comments and designer making changes and doing all that kind of stuff. I was hoping we'd be able to see more detail in all of this kind of stuff, because it's obvious that they're redacting some things and shit like that. But if you open these pictures, you really can't see anything. There is this YouTube video, which better not autoplay. Oh, it's only 5 minutes. Here, you can see more notes. And I thought this might be interesting for people like me, where this is where they're going to get into the nitty gritty of like what would be nice to have versus what production you should make. Yeah. So here on this fish dude, that he's saying avoid scales because that's probably going to be a pain in the ass to sculpt and mold and all that kind of shit.
All right.
Update, make a trident, which is a great idea. I'd rather a trident than a fucking spear for a fish dude.
So is this their that Kickstarter they were doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a guy local to Colorado, just fucking like 30 minutes from me, that did this Operation Recall. So go look at that video if you're kind of interested. Hopefully maybe in that 5-minute video they kind of zoom in on a lot of these notes and stuff. If you're interested in that, in the production process of making figures, and I would assume keeping costs down and that kind of stuff. D&D Wave 2, and they all look too shiny, but I assume that's just photography and that kind of shit. But I'm excited to finish up. Like, I can literally go to my grave happy with these last three figures and never buy another cartoon D&D figure again. But did any of you guys get these?
No.
No.
Especially, I had no other than the Fortress of Fangs. I didn't really have a whole lot of D&D toys.
Yeah, me neither.
But which I'm pretty sure we bought that playset for our GI Joes, and I don't think we had any other D&D stuff. But no, this just, and with all the QC issues these are having and the fucking ugly ass cards, nothing about this hits me in any of my fields.
Oh my God. I'm literally, in the next week, I'm clearing off one of my main shelf, like either He-Man and Battle Cat, Optimus Prime, Soundwave, or the Beast Wars are going away to make way for my D&D animated display. So I love them. I love the cartoon as a kid. Hachiman tease. So JB posted, when he posted his Thunder Tank, he was like, all I need is Snarf, and my Thundercats collection is done. And I had commented, like, I like too many of the goofy characters from the cartoon for me to say that. And Hachiman is one of those characters where fucking I love Hachiman. So I'm so glad we're seeing an Ultimates version of him eventually soon. Mezco 89 Batman. Cliff, did you pre-order this?
I did not.
Oh, I thought you would have for sure pre-ordered this.
I'm on the wait list.
Okay.
And I think my friend Richo might have gotten an extra one for me. I don't really remember. It's been years.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the whole point of the story here.
I think I remember when I posted the Christopher Reeve Mezco Superman, he asked me if I needed a Batman. So have to get with Richo, see if he did that. But I'm also on the wait list.
Yeah, I pre-ordered in January of 2020, and it is finally coming out. Engineer Nerd posted this in the group, so. Oh, I didn't realize it was a Mezco exclusive, so you had to get it through the Mezco site, huh?
Did they give any reasoning why it's taken so long?
I think it's because the body is going to be seamless. Because the way the costume is.
This was the first seamless. Was this their first seamless body?
That I don't know, but I have a feeling because of the way the body was. It's not just going to be like a cloth suit. It's going to be a seamless body that you're not going to be able to see the joints.
Like a vinyl, like well, his suit would have been vinyl, but plastic, seamless. Nice.
Dude, that fucking TV or the movie ad, that fucking blew the internet up.
Yeah, I did. We talked about the toy. We talked about the Batmobile being with the Flash toys.
Yeah.
But until then, I didn't even realize it. And now, like, oh shit, it's not just like he pops up and gives them a thumbs up and drives away. It seems like he's going to be like an integral part of that.
Dude, he
fucking
fucks some
movie.
shit up in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Yep.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. I skipped right past it, probably because I didn't. So this is kind of interesting. This is the D&D Minimates. So we get Venger, and we get Venger on his fucking horse. I forget what this little demon dude was called. But now we're combining the D&D toys with the D&D cartoon, because you also get a Warduke in this. So this is obviously a must for my nerdiness, because I had a few of the D&D toys, and I love the D&D cartoon, but Warduke was one of my favorite figures from back.
I had
in the
Warduke
day.
and I had the Silver Knight guy.
Oh, is that like, it's like Ironheart or Silverheart or something? Yeah.
And that's not that someone gave, like, my parents bought that for me, not because I was into it or anything. They just, here's a knight,
gave you that.
and here's a guy that looks like a knight.
There's an evil knight that
I had a lot of these figures as a kid. I could tell you this was the first line that really, the scales were all over the place, which was great, but I didn't like it because of that, because it was so ununiform. Because there was a little elf guy, there was a dwarf guy, which was actually, it was a way ahead of its time, because they weren't reusing parts like G.I. Joe's were, which I didn't realize at the time. And Star Wars were pretty uniform, but I never, because there was some knights that were really tall, and then there was regular size figures, and then there was another brand of Dungeons and Dragons figures that were molded, non-articulated. They came in 2-packs.
Oh, interesting. Like,
they were
like
solid
upsized.
No, they were same scale. They were same scale, but they were 2-packs of molded figures that were painted.
Interesting. Yeah, what I was saying is upside versions of they're not called minifigs. What do you call them in D&D? The little metal figures.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of
miniatures.
Miniatures, yeah. So upsized miniatures to that 3 3/4 scale.
And it's funny because they're not expensive to this day. You can find them on eBay for like $100 for a sealed 2-pack.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I would love to see these.
I remember I had a few of them.
Vintage
LJN
2-pack. Oh, yeah, that's a good
put in
one.
LJN.
There we go. Oh, not LNJ. LJN. There we go.
There's such a big difference with. There it was. It was one with 2 knights. I had those.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I do remember these. Yeah, those are dope.
Yeah, they don't carry a ton of value. And the packages are normally really yellow bubbles. I mean, super crispy ones.
Oh, like cat.
Yeah, LJN was notorious with that. I remember Lotus telling me there's some kind of a chemical that they used in their plastic that made those bubbles so brittle. Wow, that one's beautiful. Wow, $50
in stock. Where I'm not going to click into this, but here we go. Oh yeah, like the Skeleton Warriors.
I've never seen that one.
That's dope. Yeah, these other ones, the knights look familiar. I remember the knights, or they look familiar to me, I should say. I remember them. Oh, and there's another knight set too.
There was all different ones. I remember there's like Hessians. They were like in black. Too bad I wonder if you can see the back of one of them by any chance. If you click on one that's like for sale.
Oh, okay.
You might see the other varieties.
Considering this one's in a case, I'm sure they've got the back shown.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, dope.
Yeah, there's all different kind of things they came out with.
like it. I like it. Okay, I got off kill. Oh, we're going to talk about so Hot Toys. Didn't they already do this? Didn't they already do an 89 Batman and a Batmobile, or am I thinking of a different Batman?
I know
No,
they
they
did.
did.
Tumblr.
Oh, they did the Tumbler.
They did both of these.
Oh, did they already? So this is like a reissue?
Yep.
Okay.
And what's the
A
price now
deluxe
for these
version of
things?
the figure. Oh yeah, fucking. Because yeah, I think we talked about in the show and before, like the Batmobile was like $250, and we were like, oh no, it's Hot Toys. So even back then, it would have been like $300, and we would have been like,
Well, considering what a HasLab item costs, it's actually not that bad of a price
yeah.
for the scale.
Well, and here, do they have the links to it yet? Batmobile, Hot Toys. I'm saying it's 700 is my guess. Does anybody
No,
know
dude,
for sure?
that was the original release for that Hot Wheels or Hot Toys Batmobile was over $1,000.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
That's fucking massive. That is a huge Batmobile.
Okay. How do we get to some pricing here?
I figure it's got to be what?
Somebody
about
in the chat tell me how to navigate Hot Toys website.
what do you think it's going to be about 3 feet long? That Batmobile?
No, it's 3 to 4 feet.
I'm
No.
going to look on eBay.
I'm going to say 2 feet. You think
No,
about
man.
it?
No, man. It's scaled to the Hot Toys Batman.
Okay. Yeah, maybe 3 feet.
And if you got the one
Why
that came with the
can I
cocoon,
not?
it was
Okay,
even
so I
more.
got to click on that first, and then I get here. Details. That's what I want. Maybe. Oh. Maybe because it's not up for pre-order yet, they're not going to fucking give any details.
I just can't believe that they
It was $750 on Big Bad Toy Store, and it's sold out.
Shit. Yeah, I was going to say KJ Smith said $794 through Sideshow, so $800, and then Brinkalizer saying 39 inches long, so just over 3 feet.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking massive. It's
How about the size of the barge?
crazy.
Length is the barge has to be
Yeah.
close to that length.
Yeah, I was going to say
Wow.
3 feet. That's yeah. Oh, crazy!
I'm glad I still have my Hot Toys Batman, both of them. 89 and returns.
Oh, nice.
And what do you have it displayed, or did you keep it in the box because it's so big?
No, my Batman.
Just the Batman itself.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
I
the
don't have that
Batmobile.
vehicle. That was one of my grails, is getting that.
You got another shot, dude. Only $800.
Yeah,
Is your birthday coming up?
yeah. Yeah, it is.
But can you imagine
Well,
shipping that to Canada too? Holy shit!
Oh,
Well,
dude.
With the gravity differential? Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. It's going to be $700 right there.
Whenever you say gravity differential, it makes me think of La Brea. Is anybody watching La Brea?
No.
It's
Like the tar pits, La Brea?
It's
Like,
yeah, it's a show on fucking I think NBC. It's pretty awful, but I've watched it and it's not that many episodes per season. And yeah, there's people fall through a sinkhole and then the gravity reverses, and now they're like. At first, you just kind of took it for granted. That's how you can fall through a sinkhole and land safely in the land of the lost, you know, without dying. But now they're all trying to scientifically explain it because people are going back and forth between the sinkholes. Yeah.
I have a question: is the sinkhole covered in quicksand?
No.
Because it was covered in quicksand, it'd be okay. Because in the '80s, everything had quicksand, and we were all scared of it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's like it literally looks like you just jump into a black hole and then somehow safely you land in this land of the lost, you know, without dying.
My head hurts already, so
Exactly.
not
I do not suggest it if you haven't already gotten sucked down that rabbit hole. Donatello's Portal. So this is kind of fucking cool. I was looking for things to cut from the show notes because I know we're gonna fucking run long. But this thing turned out to be too cool to cut. So this is from NECA. So NECA scale turtles here. Cartoon. It's from the cartoon. But just look at the pictures. Look at all these different backdrops they have.
They're all lenticular.
Oh, they're all lenticular? Interesting.
Wow.
That's dope.
How great would that look in the
That's why
detail?
they can't I'm like, why can you not capture a good picture of this? That makes sense. It's lenticular. And then this one's molded, right? Like this one sticks out of it, kind of like the grate from the Gray Skull thing.
Right.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So I mean, a cool accessory. You know, if you've got a shelf of turtles, why not stick this in the back and have the turtles, around it? Are you gonna get this?
No.
I don't have any of the NECA cartoon stuff.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I don't even have Casey Jones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So, and to top it all off, this is going to be a NECA store exclusive, available this Tuesday at 9 a.m. my time, whatever your time is, 11
What's it retailing for?
They didn't put the price on it.
Oh, okay.
Comes in, see, and they don't, I guess this is, really? They consider that slick packaging that pays tribute to the original VHS home releases.
Yeah, you can see that in the first picture. Remember all those VHSs? Like, yeah, they used to. It would have the name of the
I guess
episode.
that's true.
And that's the FHE logo.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess you're right. And then they would always have the turtles making some goofy ass face with something happening around them. Yeah, okay, I see that.
I had the 4 cassettes from Burger King, so I remember the cassettes.
I had forgotten about those.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, like Happy Birthday April, I think was one of them. It was like the
okay. Now
it's the turtles giving her a birthday cake on the cover.
Burger King TMNT
VHS right there.
VHS. Oh my god.
Yep, there you go, the green one. That's the one I remember.
Are any of is this the whole set?
Yeah, that's all 4 of them. See the green one, they're giving April a birthday cake.
And what were these, like the glasses where you paid $2.50 and a kid's meal and you got one or something?
Yeah, they just
remember?
They came in a kid's meal, I think.
No, they couldn't have been the premium. They had to be like the glasses where they were extra money.
I remember I had all 4. I remember I got them with a Happy Meal at Burger King.
You don't
How much they
remember
cost
what
was none of my business.
Yeah. Money is irrelevant at that point.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So for 4 Horsemen, people that miss their figura obscura headless horseman from Christmas, they're going to be doing, and this is what I thought. I was like, how can you produce something like this and not make a variant of it? But of course they made a variant of it. So the Halloween version, everything that's green in this picture was red. So the horse's eyes were red, and then the flames coming out of the headless horseman jack-o'-lantern were red. So
I gotta say, I think this one's even cooler.
I don't want to admit it because I bought the other one, but I agree with you. I think this one looks cooler than the
green
version.
flames always have a very like spooky, like magical,
and the contrast to the pumpkin I really like too. You know, the red with the orange just kind of, it didn't blend in. They did a great job of setting it apart, but it is a little bit more expensive, I think. I think the original release was $120, but I could be mistaken.
There's also they also released, I think just today, another Father Christmas variant for the same program.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like a green robe.
Yeah, and we won't be talking about that next time, so I'm glad you brought that up. But yeah, they did a Father Christmas in a green robe. And what's the green? Is that the German version of Santa Claus?
I think it's like Netherlands. I don't know if it's German, but it's Eastern European.
Okay. And then next up, Savage Crucible. So I get sucked down these rabbit holes of Mythic Legion comments because it seems like everybody out there is like a Mythic Legion's devotee. And then I see these posts in Mythic Legion's groups where people are dissenting and calling the Four Horsemen the next Hasbro or Mattel because they're not listening to fans. And one of the things they brought up was, and there's this new Kickstarter, so they're gonna lose all their fans to this new Kickstarter. Which this Kickstarter is amazing. But I don't think Four Horsemen are going to lose all their fans. So this is a new line of they call it 6.5 to 7 inch figures, which I believe Mythic Legions is specifically a 6-inch line. So these guys will be a little bit bigger. But these guys look amazing. I'm going to go through these things real quick. So they're like lizards. This dude, when we see the side profile, actually looks like a Skeksis. But this guy is very snake head-esque. This is a kind of a lizard head guy. But they've already gone into like 3 waves. They have these deluxe figures, then they have these what they call slate figures. This one's called Savage. But these are made to be combined with character building kits to make different characters. This dude is, what are they called? Like Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park. The fucking little like spitting dudes with the hoods.
Yeah.
So that's a character pack for him. I don't know why they keep showing the gray and then the color renders. Maybe just to show.
Well, it's Transformers gray, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But here's wave 2. This is going to be the Woe Man or Who Man, I guess. Not Woe Man, but
oh yeah, it's legally
Who-Man.
distinct from He-Man.
Yeah.
It's Who Man.
But here's where they set themselves apart. They fucking have they have a license from Franzetta to fucking make his artwork. So this Krigar the Shunned is from Franzetta's artwork. This guy I don't think is, but then this guy looks like he's some kind of animal anthropomorphic dude with a hood.
Is
But
it
then
me? I like wave 2 better than wave 1.
Yeah, me too. I like the animal anthropomorphic guys than the humans. But here's Franzetta. This is fucking Conan, and they're calling it Warrior with Ball and Chain.
Oh, that's the guy you saw in every van.
Yeah, exactly.
No Death Dealer?
Well, and that's what I'm kind of like. But here's kind of like a Death Dealer accessory pack, maybe. I mean, it doesn't have
Maybe that'll be a
the
deluxe
exact
figure in the
look.
future.
Yeah. And then their wave 3 is even cooler. These are like Piranha Men. So you get the Piranha guy, which, hey, look at that sword. That looks like the fucking corn on the cob merman sword over there. So they're definitely borrowing this guy. I'll show you a color picture of him, but he basically looks like Battle Cat if he was a fish. This guy's kind of cool. You can't see it from the side, from the straight on view, but he's one of those fish that have the little light thing that glows, that attracts fish, and then it eats them when they get close enough to it. And then, like I say, here's a Piranha Man that's made. So not bad. These basic figures are only $15 plus $5 shipping.
Wow.
So, I mean, not bad price here. The deluxe ones with all the accessories are $38. So putting them right in line with Mythic Legions. There's a little fucking octopus guy, and then different battle packs. Here's a breakdown of the articulation and parts and how they're achieving all that. So they're using T-bars. some universals in the shoulders and shit. Their Instagram actually fucking has Instagram Savage. Yeah. Their Instagram actually has the best pictures of this shit. Yeah, so there's the fish battle cat. Like that is literally Battle Cat is a fish man. That artwork is amazing. That little anthropomorphic like tiger or bear with the fucking fish head on a hook. Oh, dude. Let's go back here. This is the guy I ordered because he's the fucking royal guard. But I liked his paint scheme the most. So he's like a black fucking lizard with white stripes on him. And this reminds me of the most, talking about homages and what they're doing. This design reminds me of, do you remember, or have you guys ever seen Toy Story, The Land That Time Forgot? It was a Toy Story short. It was 20 minutes long. They did a horror one for Halloween where they were in a hotel and the hotel owner was a toy flipper.
Yeah,
and
I watched
would steal.
Your suggestion.
Okay, so you saw that one, but you saw the Christmas one too, right?
With the giant new play set, and then
Yeah.
they get, yes.
And they're all lizard guys like this. Like, to me, not him, but let me show. Here you can kind of see some of the snake designs and shit like that. Oh, I wanted to show the Skeksis. That is like a super Skeksis head right there on this dude. But these lizard guys remind me, especially this one reminds me a fucking lot of that fucking the time, what is it? The fucking Land That Time Forgot. So they're not fooling anyone. You're borrowing a lot of shit here, but I pledged for one figure. There's no discounts for ordering tons of, well, it's like a couple dollars discount. So no need to go all in on these guys or anything, but I backed them for one figure to support them, but they're crushing it. I mean, it's fucking, they were looking like for 112 or something, 120, and they're already at 320 the last time I saw this.
Sculpting's pretty amazing.
Yeah. 322, and I think they've only been going, I think they did a 60-day one, so they've only been going for 20 days so far, but still have 40 left.
It just shows you, look at how much each person is spending. That just shows you each person is spending like $300.
Yeah, exactly.
So people are buying a good amount of these.
Yeah, because you can only support a single figure like I did here, or you can start supporting full waves and then multiple waves and all of that kind of stuff. All of the battle packs and character packs and all that, you have to buy those as you're supporting a single figure, but it does go to the campaign's total. So yeah, I'd be curious, KJ and Brink, if you're still in the chat, what are you guys hearing about these from Mythic Legions devotees? Are you guys in on this? Are you gonna try them out? Are you all in? Let me know. Jada 124 scale RoboCop Ford Taurus. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, this is awesome.
I was gonna say, are you in on this, Cliff? I assume.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pre-order it, but if it pops up on Amazon, I'll probably pick it up.
Okay.
Anything 124, hits me in my mask gut. So
yeah, it's just getting that Taurus, dude. Because that Taurus, back in the day, that little mini, I think when this came out, everybody was used to seeing Caprice. Like it was back in that time where all cops were fucking Caprices.
The
right?
Taurus
Am I
was the
saying
number one
that
selling
right?
car in America for years.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
it got
and
unsettled by the Camry. My parents had one with the keyless entry. It had the buttons on top of the door. You know,
Oh,
it was
really?
a.
Oh, wow. You had the fancy Taurus.
It didn't have no. It didn't have leather. No, a lot of Ford and Mercury's had that. There's a little
Oh,
keypad.
really?
There's a little
Huh.
keypad
I
above the
remember that.
handle. But
Yeah.
no, we didn't even have leather in ours. But the Taurus was by far a super popular car in this country because also the Mercury had the Sable, which was the same car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mercury Sable, kind of like how you now have like the Acura and the Honda are the same thing, and Lexus and Toyota. But man, I remember. I mean, the memories of having the whole family in the Taurus.
Oh, here we go. We get some good. I was like, do they not have better pictures of it? But yeah, I mean it's just, especially from the movie and everything, this is just a gorgeous cop car in my opinion.
And it's funny because if you look at that car now, that was like a late '80s car. I think the one we had was an '88. Because after that, my parents got a Crown Victoria and then a Chevy Caprice. My dad always had big cars.
Your dad has cop cars. Like
he had a lot of cop. Yeah, he had a
because
lot.
Crown Vics are a popular
Crown
cop
Vics.
car.
I took my
Well,
road test in a Crown Vic, and that thing was
Oh,
an
right.
and he had the 8-cylinder. He didn't have, and those were all big 8s back then. That thing was
Oh
a
my god!
boat.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say
it's
that'd
funny
be a
if you look at the
beast.
car now, it's not too impressive of a body style, considering how popular it was back then.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy is Miss McFavorite had one of the first Highlanders, or not Highlanders. That's Toyota. What's the
Expedition.
Ford? The small one, Escapes. The Ford
Okay.
Escapes. She had one of the first one of those, and the first Ford Escapes were built on Taurus frames. They were their first small SUV, and they built them literally on the Taurus frame.
Wow.
But
And then-
it's also one of the most roomiest SUVs I've ever been in. It's crazy how roomy those old Escapes are.
And the new Broncos and the new Escapes are built on the Explorer frames.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah, we
know
went. Lil Miss McFavor and I went snowboarding on Friday for President's Weekend. Oh my God, we were stuck in so much traffic both ways. It was a nightmare. But we saw so many of those new Broncos like tricked out like crazy. In Colorado, it's all about 4x4ing your vehicle, and saw so many of those fucking new Broncos tricked out in amazing, like hardcore four-wheel setups.
Well, I even seen like with my clientele, they normally have like it's like a Range Rover, a Mercedes, or a Tesla, and then they'll have like a Jeep Wrangler will be their beach car. They
Yeah.
always have to, the Broncos are replacing the Wranglers.
Oh,
I mean, there's still a ton of
interesting.
people have Wranglers here, but normally people have like a beach car. They don't mind getting dirty, or they have like there's a Range Rover that's like an army Jeep kind of thing. They're
Oh, that's
they're
crazy.
normally imported, but that's like the other beach vehicle people use. But those Broncos are super popular now.
They're dope. Mrs. McFavorite had a Bronco. That was one of her high school trucks. So she's like,
Like the Al Cowlings OJ Bronco, the big one.
no, oh no, I'm sorry. She had a Blazer, not a
Okay.
Bronco. Yeah, the smaller version of it.
Yeah, the K10 Blazer.
Yeah. All right. What else we got here? Keep moving. Oh, they answered here. I'll get some of the Savage Crucibles. I'm not going in for the fish people though. See, I love the fish people. I think they're my favorite. But
Very Dagon, very Cthulhu.
yeah, yeah, I agree. KJ, I'm gonna grab a couple just to check them out. So that's good. That I've seen. So again, God, the toxic online culture. I am so glad that I just steer
Nothing
clear
new
of that.
anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah. What the fuck just happened? Oh, there we go. All right. Secret Crusaders fan figure. So we talked about this last time. This is from what do they call them? CFCB Unlimited. They went through the cease and desist. These are resin based. So they say they're factory produced, but they're factory produced in resin. No, actually, no. He says they're hand produced, but I don't know how you hand produce 100 to 200 figures. Maybe you do, but anyways, they started a fan design figure for Mask, which is really interesting. They'll be produced at the 1/24 scale, 1/18, and 1/12 scale. So I thought these were kind of interesting. So first you get this kind of like evil clown. He's called Clean Up the Clown, and it's cool, the fucking little design they're doing. This one just has a picture of the car because you had to say what Mask vehicle you would have as well. And so this is the little fucking Honda car from Japan, a Honda Today, and this would be Atomic Akira. And you had to give like what the function of their mask would be and all that kind of stuff. This person went as far as making like a custom Lego figure. But lots of interesting things here. This one would be a black and yellow fucking Ferrari. Is that Testarossa? But yeah, if you have any interest, this leatherneck's kind of interesting, and a big military fucking original Humvee. Angus McGinnis. Yeah.
Really?
And so he would have this lizard mask with a fucking, it's like a 71 Camaro.
Yeah, it's a Camaro, yeah.
So I think I voted for leatherneck just because I love this fucking one. Maybe it was for McGinnis, but yeah, if you're interested, and if you'll actually fucking buy figures from these guys, then you can go vote for that until I think the end of February. Now this is kind of interesting. They're also offering a gold membership that they're doing through Patreon. So these guys, we've talked about them a lot because of their mask. They created 3 3/4 inch line. They're creating 6-inch mask figures, but they've also done Star Wars. They have a competing vintage Bantha, which definitely gets Stan Solo's. He's putting his back up for pre-order for a few days. But this is better than the other guys. I forget the
Fan Strike Back.
Yeah, Fan Strike Back. This is better than theirs, but still not the best. But at least it's got the trapdoor design and stuff like that. But they do. I've bought Star Wars stuff from them. I mean, they've had wacky stuff like this. A whole fucking Scream line.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been sold out since I've been following them, so I never got a chance at this. But they produced a Squid Games with all the different fucking enforcers and a few of the contestants. But yeah, I mean, the accessories, the fucking TV with the Halloween on it and shit. But anyways, so what they're doing is they're going to do this gold membership where you get a free figure per month. It's going to be random. Sometimes there'll be a complete new design, or just most likely it's going to be shit that they're just trying to get rid of out of their inventory. But you can also get 25% off of any of your orders anytime you place it. Early access to pre-orders, blah, blah, blah. But it's only $20 a month, and these are the first 2 figures you'll be getting, which Cliff, is this their own design, or is this something from the cartoon that was never made?
Neither of those. It is a action figure that was both in the cartoon and sold.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, and they're just knocking it off. Oh, I didn't realize
there you go.
that.
That's Bruno Shepard, baby. Look, here he is.
He's got his.
Oh, do you
Barracuda.
have them? Oh, crazy! I didn't realize that. Okay.
He came with Stinger.
Stinger. Which one was? What's Stinger?
The GTO that turns into like a tank.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I recognize the vehicle, just not the guy himself. So this is their 3 3/4 figure, and then you get an Admiral Mahdi, which you know how I love people and things, but I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this. This month only, you'll get 2 figures, but I just don't know how they can keep this going if it's $20 a month and you don't have to pay shipping. I haven't walked through the process, but Cliff, any interest? $20 a month to get? No, you're not a surprise pack kind of guy. Like,
no, I think blind boxes are just companies' garbage that they're selling back to us.
Yep.
I really just no, I don't care.
I try to convince Little Miss McFavorite of that because she is sucked into that whole. She's not even Gen Z; she's younger than that, but her whole generation just loves blind box, blind bag,
I know.
everything.
I dealt with it with my niece. She's 15 now, so she doesn't care too much. But there was a good 2 years where I was like, it's just garbage. I'm not buying you that.
I got 2 words for you. Loot crate. I was all in on Loot Crate because I was buying my son and it was getting the Funko Pops and it was like, oh, here's a pair of socks and here's a pin and here's a lanyard and it was just garbage every month except for it wasn't that bad in the beginning and then they got bad. But yeah, remember Loot Crate? Yeah, that's a hell of a deal though. $20 for 2 figures shipped.
Hey, and what we got? I have a Loot Crate item, so
really,
yeah. It's still going on. Let's see. 4 Horsemen Demetros. Demetros. I don't know. I've had too much to drink to try to pronounce things correctly. But we teased this one before. This is going to be the PowerCon exclusive offered through PowerCon. And this gives some more details on it, including a full look at it. So this cape has wires sewn into it. And, oh, my favorite thing in the world, a mace. So the PowerCon exclusive is going to be sold as a deluxe figure with tons of extra weapons. And they're like, oh, you definitely want to see the extra weapons. And then they'll do a standard release available on a limited basis after the con. But good on PowerCon for fucking 1, supporting 4 Horsemen by creating this, and 2, offering exclusives that, that kind of bringing themselves into their own light instead of just being a He-Man convention. And 6-inch stands. This was posted on his tank and I thought it was really interesting. What I liked about these, and there's different versions, but I like that they look like the old school stands, the little rectangular G.I. Joe stands. And it's not a bad price, about 50 cents a piece. It's 50 stands for $22.99. Plus, you have a 5% coupon right now, and I assume it's free shipping. Yep. So, this might be something I look into. Looking at the durometer, 3.2 millimeter, so perfect for most Hasbro 6-inch figures.
Did you say durometer?
Yeah.
That's a micrometer.
Oh, a micrometer?
Yeah.
What's a durometer?
I have no idea, but I know what a micrometer is. I have.
Oh, okay. Okay. I know. I've been tangenting a lot making this, but I want to see what a durometer is. Did I just really make it up?
Penis.
Oh, the hardness of plastics.
Oh, the hardness.
Right.
Yes,
Yep.
plastics.
That's where I'm confusing it. Okay. This one's kind of this is a mix pack. So you get the rectangular ones, but then you also just get single foot. Because a lot of displays, right? You really just need 1 foot to fucking anchor that character in the pose you want it into.
I don't
So
know.
I
Mine
kinda
pose
dug
great
that.
in boxes, so I have no.
And then what was this? Oh, this is just if you want all the circle ones. Ooh, I think I might fucking do that, especially a 5%. All right. Anyways. And then Fortnite Sharks. I don't know who posted this. Was that you? Was that you, Cliff? Oh,
yes, it was.
Break.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, this was one of the first like new things I didn't know about that had to go on the JOMO list that I absolutely fucking want really bad, but I won't buy it.
Really? Why?
Until
What?
He's got a
because
shark
I'm a
focus.
shark fan. Yeah,
Oh,
I got a
okay.
shark fetish.
Fetish. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going
And
over
the-
the board here.
And unlike the other Fortnite shark that broke in two to make it like a accessory storage, doesn't have that ugly seam. Plus that one on its shark fin, it had like a fishing line hook to it, which made it look weird. It wasn't a standalone shark. So, anyways. Oh God, we are not going to make. Oh yeah, we are. Oh yeah, we're doing good. As
Yeah,
long as
we're
everybody
on.
keeps their what we got relatively short. Store report. Yeah, movie Transformer figures are hitting. Oh, here's those stuffies that I was talking about, as my daughter calls them, as kids nowadays. But the stuffed Transformers.
And your figurines.
And they're the same price as a pop. Look, $9.98.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these seem like they're going to be bigger than those other ones, at least girth wise. And you know, it's all about girth. It doesn't matter about length.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Online, this was kind of a cool one. Did anybody? I assume none of us ordered this.
No.
Yeah, so
I'm
I
good for
assume so.
steroid evil in.
This is the He-Man of Evil Lens. This is when she gets the power sword
Yeah.
or
She
whatever
injects
they call
steroids
it.
and she fucking goes ape shit crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, this was a super easy pass for me. Even though I got the Skeletor with the power sword, I don't need Evelyn with the power sword.
Look at her. Go back to that one where she's flexing. Like, look at that. What the fuck is that?
Does that intimidate you, badass?
No.
Are you
Makes things
intimidated
move. Makes
by
things
women
move.
that have bigger muscles than you do?
That chick is jacked.
So yeah, and it's I don't know if it just haven't sold out or if they were doing a traditional pre-order for this, but it's still available for pre-order if you haven't heard about it and would like her. It's a cool concept, but yeah, it's not a figure I need in my collection. All right, Vato Locos. We're on to what we got. Anybody want to volunteer to go first?
I'll go first. I only got 3 things. So.
Okay. How do I do this? This is the setting I like, and then Badass is gonna go first. All right, bro.
I got me a Hot Wheels Batmobile.
Ooh, I
Nice.
showed that
Kilmer.
off last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you
I
found
saw
that,
yours.
Cliff, yet?
No, actually, I'll be honest with you. I completely forgot to look.
Oh, okay.
I had to fight Hot Wheels dudes for this fucking Batmobile.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. Those guys are fucking brutal. Brutal human beings. And then I got me Kumakara.
Oh,
Classified.
the re-release of it. Okay, so
What number is
yeah,
he,
show
Roger?
me
Like,
61. Oh yeah, because he has a number. Okay, yeah. See, I see what you're saying, Cliff. Like that looks like the right amount of the
Yeah,
snow
he's got
job.
a fair amount
Yeah.
of extra stuff and heads and
Yeah,
and shit.
exactly. To make him, because I think in the States at least, what were those like $32.99 when basics were $22.99.
Yeah,
Is that right?
I think it was 33 on Amazon.
Yeah.
It hurt
Oh,
me
yeah,
because I
man.
really like Kamakura, and I did not get it.
Yeah, I got him just because he's numbers. Numbers are killing me in this fucking game.
I was doing all ninjas until what was it? Not Rise of Cobra, but Retaliation, and then everybody
Everyone
was a ninja.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
like,
remember
done. Not collecting ninjas anymore. Besides Snake
I would
Eyes
love
and
it if they
Storm
did a
Shadow.
Billy to go with Kumagura, but
Oh, a Billy seems like an easy grab with a Storm Shadow body and accessories.
no, because
and
he's got a
stuff
robot
with-
arm and a robot leg, dude, and an eye patch.
Oh, you're talking about after he gets all fucked up.
fucked up Billy.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I got me Gunslinger Spawn.
Yeah. I got the one before that because that's the Gatling gun, and the one
Yeah.
before that came with
Just the two pistols.
no, well, the what do you call those fucking rifles where you have to cock them all the time?
Oh, Winchester.
Yeah, that's the spawn I got, Gunslinger Spawn, with
And
the
that's it for me.
Winchester.
That's all I got.
Nice. Hell yeah. Rock, did you get stuff? Do you want to talk?
Yeah,
Oh,
I-
you have stories to tell.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get much in, but I'm gonna forsake it for a story. So I'm selling the HasLab figures, I'm parting everything out, and I have a guy message me, "Hey, you have Scarlet and you have I think he bought Ace from me." So he goes, "Hey, mine got delivered and they're completely damaged. I just want to make sure yours are mint." I send him a ton of pictures. Okay, great. He buys it now. I combine the shipping. I give him a discount. I mail it to him. A week goes by. All of a sudden, I get a message. You have a request for a return. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? The guy goes, seller lied to me. Said the figures were mint condition, and it wasn't. The guy swapped out his fucking damaged figures with the ones that I sold.
No.
Yeah.
What a piece
Yep.
of
What a
fucking
piece of
shit.
shit.
Did you
And I-
share
and I
with
had to
eBay the exchange you had with him telling you his were
Dude,
damaged?
they don't fucking care, man.
They don't care. They don't care. He could have sent me back an empty box, and it would have been. I ate it.
What
I
a
was like, you know
piece
what?
of
I'm gonna take on the
fucking
chin.
shit.
But basically, GI Joe fans are the fucking worst. I don't
They're
care.
terrible.
We've talked about how cheap they are. This was so. Meanwhile, what happened was, I said to him, it's funny you mentioned to me how your figure came damaged. Now all of a sudden, I sent you the mintiest mint figure, and the one he sent back, the bubble didn't even line up where on the bottom. And I'm like, so you tell me, I go, did you have buyer's remorse? Because he paid $65 for Scarlet. When he sent me back the return, it was selling for like $50 with free shipping. Because the price of those figures have dropped like a fucking
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah, you
And-
got in on it. Good.
Yeah, you're lucky you got it.
And
when
so
you did.
meanwhile, you know what I ended up selling it for afterwards? I sold his damaged one for $35. I took a $30 loss. Well, not $30 loss, but I could have made $30, and I had to pay return shipping. So I really,
Yeah, I was
took it
gonna
on the
say
chin.
that's exactly.
you know, and then I wrote the
Dude.
guy. I'm like, dude, I'm not Amazon. I don't do free shipping back and forth. I'm like, you fucked me. I go, I package everything properly. Look at my feedback. I'm like, I know you switched your figure out. Just humor me and say you did. And he was like, and then the best was like, I'm like, bro, you said I fucking lied. I'm like, so you're saying I'm a dishonest seller? I quadruple bubble wrapped it. I do air pillows.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
exactly.
live and learn. But all I gotta say is, GI Joe fans, you are the bum of the week.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Well, and what's crazy is, Peter, even though he opens his stuff, was still grumpy that his figures didn't come mint. And so he put in a claim with Hasbro. They sent him figures in star cases to
Really?
replace his figures. Yeah. And so he's like, now I don't even want to open them because they're so perfect. And I'm like,
And what I don't get is, like, this guy who bought these figures from me and basically just
Yeah.
swapped them out. He could have just contacted Hasbro. So no, he bought them off me, fucking lied, cost me a bunch of money now. And I'm just
Yeah.
like,
oh, what a
what happened was in the
fucking
Facebook groups, I've been seeing people say that Hasbro is saying that they might not have enough figures to replace
Oh.
everybody's. So they might just send you something of equal value. So that's what happened. I
fuck
think
that.
people got that fear of, oh no, I'm not going to get my, I'm not going to get that figure back. So I'm just going to screw an eBay seller. You know what? It comes with the game, but it was just like, wow. It's another one of those reasons that makes me hate toy collectors even more sometimes. But it was just like pretty. Oh, and then I had another thing this week too. In the last 3 weeks since we recorded, I decided to purge a lot of my NECA figures because they've been sitting in a box since I've moved. So I moved into this house over a year and a half ago, and maybe 2 years. So I didn't realize these Predator figures are kind of worth some money.
Oh yeah.
I put one figure up for. I put a lot of 5 figures up for $125, and people kept saying, "Hey, can you sell me just this one Predator?" So I ended up canceling the auction. I was like, "Yeah, I'll listen. I'll put it up tomorrow." I found out that one figure was worth like $100.
Oh shit!
I sell that figure. I put it for like 125, 100. I took it at best offer of 100. The guy doesn't pay me. A week goes by. I relist it. Somebody else buys the figure. He doesn't pay me.
What?
So then I write the guy. I'm like, hey, why did you send me this offer if you had no intention of paying? Because after I accepted his offer, I realized, I look at his feedback. He does this to everybody. He buys it and doesn't pay. He goes, hey, man, well, maybe if you sold a figure for $50 instead of $100, I would pay. Then why did you send me an offer for $95 then?
God. Oh my fucking God.
I
People out there,
wanted to
dude.
drive to Charlotte and strangle this fucking one guy that fucked me. And I'm just like, I don't understand what's going on with eBay now. It's just constant. Like I said, I go, you just trolling? I'm like, is this how you just get your kicks, is by putting in offers and not paying? Like, because eBay don't care. eBay does nothing. There's no strikes anymore. They do nothing.
Yeah, they don't do shit anymore.
Yeah, there's nothing.
A thing happened to me where I posted a on-card Beachhead, G.I. Joe Beachhead, and I didn't put it mint on card. It was on card. It definitely had some wear and tear on it. Put it up for X amount of dollars. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. And buddy emails me, hey, do you want to do a private sale? And I was like, I fucking knew in the back of my mind, it's not going to work out. So I was like, okay, sure. Yeah, okay, we'll do a private sale. He sends me the money. I send him the figure. And then he puts in this big claim. Seller lied to me. Figure's damaged and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I sent you pictures of it. I told you it was not mint on card.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what this guy did to me. He said, seller lied. Seller sent me pictures, then sent me a different figure. And I'm like, whoa, now you're saying you sent him a different figure.
Yeah.
It basically sucked. But you know what? I'm just going to show a couple things that I haven't showed these in a while. But I've been buying the old rental DVDs. I got a Scream 3 with a 5-day rental sticker from Video Vault.
Oh, we never had those here.
I never heard of Video Vault. But I finally got a Clerks Blockbuster DVD. And I already had a Clerks Kevin Smith one. So now I have Kevin Smith signed Clerks. I got a Children of the Corn, Isaac's Return with the horror sticker on it.
666.
And then I got and then the Amityville Horror, the remake with Ryan Gosling, which was a piece of shit, but
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, yeah. But I'll show
my shit! I need to watch that with Miss McFavorite. Yeah, she'll watch anything with Ryan Reynolds.
And that was that. I'll show my toys next time. But
right.
People suck is the name of this
week.
Dude, that's some fucking bullshit.
And then, and this is the other thing I've been getting on eBay constantly. People, bro, do you combine shipping? Yes, of course. I'll send you an invoice. Then they negotiate back and forth, and through private, through messaging, and then they just ghost you. I think people getting off on this negotiation thing. It must be some kind of new thing now, that people love the art of sending offers back and forth, and then just not committing on buying. And we're not even talking about big items. We're talking about $40, $50 figures. I'm talking about my mint on cards aren't selling at all. Excuse me. I'm talking about $40, $50 NECA figures, and people love take 38 and free shipping. No, because a NECA figure weighs more than 13 ounces. Has to go priority.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's going to be $9 to start with, and up to $18 depending on where.
But I mean, literally, the amount of messages with the people just back and forth is just
that drives me mental. Is the messaging the 50 messages a day about the same fucking thing, or what you've already listed, the description, and they ask you the exact same questions that are already listed there.
And now the problem I've been finding with the NECA figures is there's so many knockoffs that there's a lot of Predators that haven't been re-released, but they've been released as KOs. So now people are like, is it a KO or not? And I bought all these in Toys R Us in like 2015 or so. So that's kind of been an issue. But now we can go to Cliff.
Booyah! Cliff, are you there? You look like you're frozen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was playing poker. I don't have anything to add to the eBay discussions, so I don't want to sell. So I'm like, I'll just play poker until they're done. Yeah, not too much. Got Tomax and Zaymont.
Nice.
$17 on Amazon.
I was going to say the Amazon price.
Yep.
I wonder why they're selling them that cheap on there. That's like...
Well, I always keep an eye out on the classified figures, and I'll get them if they drop pretty low.
Every now and then they'll drop them down really low.
I got a weird Spin Master playset that came with a Batman and like a tumbler, but more importantly, it came with Spin Master's Swamp Thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I love Swamp Thing.
Got that, and then to add to that, I also got Kenner Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So he's got the
That's awesome.
You know,
The Vine arm.
yeah, and it's like a superpowers figure. It works when you squeeze his legs. So that's pretty cool. Got the other two superpowers figures I didn't have last time.
Nice.
Wonder Woman and Deathstroke or Deadshot or whichever one he is. And then this was only like $6 on Amazon, so I picked it up because it's kind of mask scale, but I got the Page Puncher Batman.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It's like $6, and you know, I like anything that's mask scale. And then other than that, I got 2 new tattoos. I got Michael Myers,
Nice.
and then I got
Soundwave.
Jack from American Werewolf in London.
Hell yeah. He looks amazing.
So that's it.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So you
Yeah,
didn't like any of
that-
those Transformer tattoos I've been sending in the chat?
No. Luckily, Rock, and you might not know this because you don't get tattoos. I am on no shortage of ideas, so I'm good with ideas. I just need money and pain thresholds.
Oh, so Soundwave is an option then for your whole leg. then.
No, I have ideas, so I'm good with what I need to get tattooed.
What if we crowdfund a Soundwave
Yeah,
tattoo
yeah.
for you and it's completely free? Would you get one?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Just so-
maybe
if
if you let me get Optimus Prime directly on my asshole, so that every time I shit all over Optimus Prime, I would think about it.
that might be something I dig into how you do crowdfunding for. All right. We're getting close here. We only have one grab bag thing, so I just got to get through here. Oh. Put myself a hot... Nope, not that. This, that. All right. GameStop. Already have them in 3 3/4. Now I have them in 6-inch. One of the dopest designs. Again, an ARC Trooper, so I can't fucking... can't deny him, but Star Wars Battlefront 2 Umbra Trooper. I got this guy, and this made me really happy. I'm not going to defraud a eBay seller, but I might defraud Target or Walmart if they ever post them. But I got Reaction Quintesson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And they have this cool part here that goes into the bottom, and it makes it look like it's like hovering there on a little energy beam.
Right.
It fell off my coffee table onto a carpet, and that fucking beam broke. Yeah.
Could you
So-
gorilla crazy glue it or something?
Yeah, just-
or no?
This thing is so heavy to balance on that small of a pinhole. What I'm thinking I can do, worst case scenario, is I could fucking do like a toy Polloy kind of thing where, you know, snip off a little piece of a paperclip and then fucking Dremel a hole into the base and Dremel a hole into this and put it together.
I've watched a lot of that guy's stuff.
Dude, super glue technology is pretty good these days.
Yeah.
I use it all the time. I think you should try to super glue it. I think you'd be surprised.
Gorilla Glue's got glue that will instantly fucking bond.
This is like 3 ounces. I mean, this is solid plastic. This is like 3 ounces of plastic that would be sitting on a base this small, you know, with maybe like a 5 millimeter, you know, thing of super glue. And, you know, if this tilted at all at the base. I mean, like I say, I understand why this snapped. Again, really bad design in my opinion, but I understand why it snapped. But I'll give it a shot. You know, like I say, the whole thing is if Target or Walmart lists this figure individually, I'm gonna do that fucking friendly fraud and buy one and then say it broke out of the package.
See, I don't call it friendly fraud. What I call it the old switcheroo. And I've done that plenty of times, the old switcheroo. My son loves that.
We were talking about a Loot Crate. We still have another one to go. I mean, how long has this been? Badass, I sent you the fucking movie Danny, right?
Yeah.
We're still going on that fucking Loot Crate. We got yeah, this is the 3rd out of 4 shipments. There's still one more figure to go. So this is, they call it the 16 meg. But it's the Armagon fucking Tournament Fighters shark figure from TMNT. So yeah, I love the 8-bit fucking pixel. I used to play this fucking character when we played Tournament Fighters all the time. Thing that's driving me nuts is, can you see the tape?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dislodged. The back tape is still intact, so it's fine, but I've tried to stick those tapes down multiple times, and they won't stay down. And normally I'd take this fucker out, but he's got NES style packaging, right? So we've got the NES logo, but it's NECA. You've got the Nintendo guarantee, but it's NECA. The rating and that kind of shit. On the back, it even has the Nintendo fucking texture of the cartridge. So I was really thinking I was going to keep them in package, but this tape, you know, it's just basically never going to stick up there. But I'll probably still leave them in package. Next wave of those cool Minimates carded G.I. Joes. All the things I love, white border, original artwork. Jesus, why can other companies not get this right, including Hasbro? But so this is a Cobra pack with Destro, Baroness, Storm Shadow, and Cobra Commander. And then, so I took a little liberty with the Jomo. So people, if you haven't ever watched this show, maybe you're watching it for the first time, my Jomo list, my joy of missing out. Trademark Rock Mastrangelo. Thank you so much for that. But Has No Talent posted these, what I equate, he's not going to call them that, but he calls them a last chance effort, but I call them a clearance sale, where he took all the different figures from Mandalorian and all the different Macquarie figures he's been doing and put them into one like bulk sale where you could get them at a much discounted price. So there were a few things I missed out on that were absolute focuses that I missed, that I was glad I was able to pick up from this sale. So first was Macquarie Luke, in a vintage style, both handheld and double telescoping slide out lightsaber on hand Luke. And then and my boy Macquarie IG-11, looking very Metropolis and his vac metal goodness.
He looks actually pretty cool.
Dude, I was so pissed I missed him. And then things that I probably shouldn't have bought, but I was like, fuck it, at this point I have all the other Macquaries from Has No Talent. So I picked up all the remaining ones I was missing. This Jawa, it's kind of hard in package here. Doesn't look too much different from a regular Jawa. Well, Macquarie's here.
Is this head?
See if I, yeah, there we go. Macquarie's design had a removable fucking mask for him.
Oh wow!
So that's how he did the Jawa. This one was interesting. This is a Snow Trooper Commander Macquarie concept. And he's real goofy samurai.
Yeah,
But he's got the cool translucent shield like from the Macquarie Stormtroopers. And again, double telescoping slide out lightsaber on him. Wow, how did all my heads get turned around in these packs? Macquarie Rebel Luke pilot design. Not too terribly far from the original. This one, I purposely passed on it and then went back to it. A Macquarie Grimorian Guard.
Wow.
So isn't that crazy with all the shiny metal and shit like that? I didn't like it because of the back metal. But again, I decided to go completist with it, and that's what I did.
Some really unique designs, and I definitely like the ones that came out after the original.
Yeah. You're like, oh yeah, Lucas did a good job of, refining those. Especially this one. This one is probably my least favorite. I like him because of his goofy alienness. But this is a Cloud City alien.
What?
So this is what the Cloud City Desians would look like by Macquarie. So I'm glad that Cloud City just had regular humans instead of these weird gray aliens. But again, normally his figures go for about $65 a piece. When he did this sale, like catch up, fill in holes, that kind of stuff. After everything I bought, they came out to be about like $48 a piece. So even with the Jomo, I figured I can't pass that up. And that's what I want to ask. And I know we're over our 3 hours, but we're almost done. I want to ask, this is what I'm having a hard time figuring out. So Jomo, I completely understand. Like I have this thing where mass release figures, stuff like that, I'm not touching until next year. I really want to see how cheap they can get. But I also don't want to miss out on sales too, because if I don't buy figures for an entire year, I'm probably going to miss clearance sales. I'm going to miss definitely like Amazon price drops and shit like that. So
No, you need to buy them when they're on sale.
that's what I was going to. So,
No, you need
but
to
where should I draw the line? Should I say they have to be at least 20%? Because I'm still pre-ordering things from Discount Comic Book Service because they offer NECA stuff at 20% off. You're never going to get NECA stuff for less than 20% off. So where should I be drawing the line when things do go on sale?
I don't know. You gotta figure out what that number is. Like when Joe's hit 25, I lost all interest. But then Tomax and Zaymount went up for $17.50, and that was acceptable to me. So it really just like I don't know. Had they
so at 25% off, you're like, oh, I'm going to get them at 25% off.
Yeah, I don't know if I I don't know if I have a number, but $17.50 was reasonable to me. Like I said, like I was going to say, I don't know if they were $19.99, if I would have pulled the trigger. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really, you gotta just kind of feel it, man.
So that's what I'm saying is that I don't want to go until January 1st to be able to order figures if they go on sale for because I made a couple eBay purchases this week, which will be on next week's What We Got, hopefully, if they get here. But those are figures I've been watching for like 6 months. And they finally hit a price point I was looking for, you know.
So technically they went on sale, though, because they...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is it finally hit the price point I'm willing for. I was willing to purchase them. So I'm not going to not buy them after watching them for fucking 6 months, you know. So I've made a few eBay purchases. These fucking Has No Talent ones were super cheap. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out is how do I mix in clearance and sales? Because there's no doubt about it. I guess the point of the experiment is some figures I will not buy if I never find them on sale or a year from now. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. But I was just curious what your guys' thoughts.
Well, that podcast I listened to today it's called Galaxy of Toys. I've been listening to it for 10 years now, and it's only Star Wars. It's all they talk about. And these guys are even saying that now. These are the kind of guys that buy 3, the one to open, you know, one to keep, and then another one for later. And they've even talked about they're starting to play the long game now because they're tired of buying all these different not the places, but what are they when it's like it's the hallway or it's a cantina?
Yeah,
and they're paying
those are the places. So it's the
dioramas.
diorama.
And they're talking about how like they keep getting burned where they're buying them for $50-$55, and then they're $20 and $25. And they even said the same thing that they did, like what you and Cliff have done, where they talk about now how they're canceling pre-orders, that they're not buying stuff that because you get excited for the pre-order, you order it, and then you don't get it for a year. And by the time you get it, now you're not excited for it anymore. You really don't care about it that much.
And then the price drops in 2 months.
Yeah, and they've been taught, and these are diehard guys, like I said, who've they've always sang all the praises of Hasbro, and now they're all pulling back the reins. And to hear that these diehard collectors are pulling back really made me, you know, open my eyes quite a bit that you're not the only ones going through this right now. And then they were even talking about how many figures are going to be released this year. It was a staggering amount that for the first quarter and third, you know, they go by quarters and when stuff's coming out. And they were just talking about how many figures and what you're going to be expected to spend. And that's if you only just collect Star Wars, which most people collect multiple lines. So I think 20 to 25% is a fair discount.
Pull the trigger.
Yeah, because it's kind of like the old prices in a way.
Yeah, no, I agree. And so I need to work out that internally. But yeah, I mean, looking over my toy collecting thing for the last 3 years is the last 3 years I've been kind of unencumbered. I bought whatever I wanted to buy, and I have my own little like discerning things. I don't buy this, I do buy that. But I mean, it went from like 8 to 12 to last year's was what, like 18? And that's just because they're producing that much more fucking product. I mean, look at this fucking show. We're 10 minutes over because we skipped 1 week and there's 40 things to talk about that are adult collectibles. We're not talking about kid toys, you know.
When have we ever talked about kids' toys? Let's be honest here. I mean,
well,
the only
that's
people that are
exactly
buying
right.
toys are us. So I mean,
yeah. Hasbro wants to say at their earnings call, 25% of it is now attributed to adult collectors.
Fuck
it's like
that.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
you know?
we have the money. We're the ones buying it.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's do. I know we're over, and I hate going over, but this last one, I really like this grab bag, so I do want to show this.
But The Last of Us is on.
I know. Sorry,
that's right.
Rock. You've got a DVR. You can catch up.
I'm
Sorry.
surprised my son hasn't kicked down this door yet.
I really love these. These are officially licensed Transformers VHS inspired poster and art prints. I haven't looked at the price point yet, but these things, let's go from individuals and then we'll work up. So they're like the old slip cases for VHSs, but in designs and colors based on Transformers. So you get the little space RV fucking lines on hot rods. Soundwave, you obviously get his little fucking tape buttons and shit. These are just dope.
Especially with the wear added to them.
Yeah.
Because I found a cardboard box full of old pornos, and they were on VHS, and they were all like taped like that.
And they all look like this.
Yes. So, yeah, I'm trying. Oh man, I saw so many different brands of blank tapes I haven't saw in years.
So like you get Unicron with all the rings and the fucking and the star screen. Like, this is a really great concept.
I just want to clear something up. They weren't my pornos. I cleaned up my parents' house. We had a junk man come, and I filled up a 17-foot box truck with garbage, and a landscaping trailer filled. It wasn't my porno; it was my father's porno.
Oh, I was gonna say, hopefully, it's
I
not
wanted
your mom's
to clarify.
porno.
I wanted to clarify that. Yeah, it wasn't my porno; it was my father's.
So I just really love these. Real quick before we sign off, let's see if we can see how much these are going to be. This just linked to their fucking Instagram. How about a website where we can actually buy these? Here we go. Oh, they already went on sale. Oh, see, these are fucking reasonable.
£40.
But the pound's super cheap, so $40 a poster for art stuff like this. Because these are officially licensed. Yeah, the shipping is where you're going to get fucked if they're from the UK.
If you're in Canada.
Really? Do you get cheap shipping from the UK if you're in Canada? Really? I didn't realize
because of the gravity issues that they're both experiencing, like they could just toss something over the fucking ocean.
Yeah, and it just floats.
Are you guys still? I mean, so you have Royal Airmail? Is that what's still considered?
And
really?
China.
Like you can just send a letter to UK for $1 or 55 cents or whatever
for nothing. Yeah, shipping from the UK is cheap for us in Canada.
Interesting.
So do you have, Roger? Do you ever buy toys from the UK instead? Like
every now and then I will. It depends where the pound is. So
yeah, because I know right now I think it's a $1. I mean, £1 is equal to like $1.22.
Right. So
I remember back in the day when the pound used to be like 2 and change to $1.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for hanging in there with us for an extra 10 minutes. We really appreciate it. That was 3 weeks of news. Just so you know, next week we'll be doing a show and it'll only be 1 week. So it'll probably be one of our shortest shows ever. So
it'll be 2 hours and 55 minutes.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, we already know we got a Peter question.
Yeah, we will have a Peter question. If there's not enough news, we have up to 3 Peter questions. So
I don't know,
I can always show off my Ghostbusters customs.
My pile of loot comes in next week, so.
And I got my Facebook.
Oh my fucking God! I totally forgot about that.
Save it.
I have a pile of loot box that I was supposed to do. Okay, next week it's a blind pile of loot. I haven't looked at what should be in it. So, all right, next week we'll get to that.
It's probably a dozen Super 7 funk those figures, the expensive ones.
This doesn't have to wait, but I showed my T-Rex and I finally opened him. So these are both one. God damn it, I can't get it. These are both 1/18th scale. So there's my T-Rex with my Sky Striker. So bringing back some Transformers vibes where Dinobot bites one of the Seekers. So I think that's pretty good scale. That's what a Tyrannosaurus should look like. But how did I start showing that again? But anyways, all right. Thank you, Cowabunga Dude, Brinkalizer, KJ Smith. We had the cool dude up in here with us, and 46 and I never gave you a shout out during the show, but in the end, 46 and 2. Thank you guys for joining us. Yeah, everybody's left. We have one viewer, and I assume that's Cliff, right?
Yep. It was me.
Everybody's like, Jesus Christ.
Hold
just
on,
hit this
before we-
show
I'll close out of it. Does it change? It's gone. I closed out of it.
It hasn't updated yet, so maybe we actually do have one more person still looking at us. Maybe we should just do our post show.
Yeah, it's my son. Like, one of the guys
online.
fuck up so you watch The Last of Us.
All right, motherfuckers. We will see you sooner rather than later.
Or later rather than sooner.
Peace.